unmuting things. Welcome everybody to this week's game of A Petty Squabbles and Monster Story Group A, aka the Black Nergigantes, where we're gonna watch our artificers all die this week. Spoilers. They're trying to.
Nice knowing you all, everyone.
They're trying to break my games. No. But other than that, we're currently down a couple cameras. We should have Gerathor's up a little bit later after he finishes eating some food. And then obviously we'll have Shaseth back next week, or if he feels like later on turning it on, we'll have it on then. We'll find out. You also get me with a beard today because I've been lazy for a month. It's been about a month. This is a month beard. So
well, hi month beard. I am half beard.
And I got a haircut since I think the last time you guys saw me. Maybe I can't recall.
Nice.
Yep. So, but I figure we can get into it. We got a bunch of downtime stuff to go through, and then we will continue on with the story. So,
alrighty.
I hope you're not naked mid. I'm just saying. Do you at least have like boxers on? This is an important question. No comment. Okay, good to know.
We already know from that
point. So either way, let's go ahead and get some music going. Let's get our, pictures. I'm just gonna progress over to Poke Village right off the bat.
We're Poke Village. Okay, I thought we were in a different village altogether. I was gonna ask about the legendary sword and shield.
Ah. I actually have Roll20 even up on like the GM screen. I got everything prepped but the stuff for myself because I am a professional.
Yes.
So as soon as that loads up, we'll get you over to Poke Village and get some music going. Sounding all pretty and stuff. We got birds, forest night music, frozen wastes for wind.
Hey, look, it's Jacob.
It is Jacob.
Jacob's right there at the table with the other group.
I do not know what you're talking about. Definitely not.
Us.
Yeah, that group, right? I have the other group up right now,
Gerathor.
don't I? Let's just hide them. Let's move them over because you're under them. Move them out of the way. Come on, you can do it. Boop. There you all are. So, you are in Poke Village after successfully completing a hunt where you have killed the Namiel that you found down way in the depths through a crack in the sea floor into a hidden cavern which contained the ruins of an ancient Triton city-like thing. Yes, after returning, you provided the information you found, informed about a black Legiacris that you found down in the depths, trapped in a cage where these creatures were being slowly unthawed from their tanks, and in some cases, some breaking free, such as the Namiel itself. After returning, you kind of sat down to prepare some downtime for the next week. And I guess technically, if you guys wanted to go on the other hunt, that is also still available, but that would cut into your downtime, just as a heads up. So what do you guys want to do? You want to just go through our downtime for each person? Are you thinking about the hunt possibly, or what do you want to do? I guess is the question.
What was the other hunt?
The other hunt is for the Odogaron back scratchers.
I'm assuming it's 2 Odogaron or something.
Yeah, it was a pair. The pair of Odogarons. So let's see here, scratching. The payment for it is 3,500 gold pieces. It is located in the Verdant Hills. Yeah.
Flight.
You don't have to though, but
really.
it's there.
Not really.
I could definitely go for a back scratcher.
Give me like 20 minutes. I'll make you one out of stick.
But it's not got Odogaron claws.
No, but we do have a Namiel claw. You want me to stick that on there?
It's not the same. You wouldn't understand.
You're right. I wouldn't. I don't have scales.
Doesn't really scratch your back if it's not making you bleed profusely.
What?
What?
Thoroughly scratched.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
it's
gonna. I'll leave the masochist to to their devices.
As Flight wanders off to go work on some stuff. So as players, I guess is the question: did you guys actually want to try to hunt it, or did you want to just continue on with whatever's going on? Because it's still within that week time frame.
The only thing of value I can see in Odo Garen is a nourishing extract.
Yep, those can definitely be valuable.
But they're a pretty low chance. You can only get them from capturing.
We could double catcher.
Double dog catch.
You have a real nice insect glaive for that right now.
Yeah. Nourishing extract can be used for crafting demon drugs or armor skins, and also can be replacing in mega nutrients when making max potions or extra potion.
Demon drugs would be really good.
To also get oil of sharpness.
I think we should do it, but it's obviously gonna just reduce the number of might pills that Flight can make.
He's doing this on purpose.
They're the soldier pills, is what they are. Fucking igniter, power up.
I like how demon drug and adamant pills and might pills are the same price in your game, but one is significantly harder to make.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The best defense is a huge offense.
Yes.
Yeah, +4 for a minute or +2 for an hour.
So, what do you guys?
We can do that, I suppose. We just have to be really careful not to kill them.
Heavy? How are you feeling about it? Sorry, Mage.
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay.
I mean, those are pretty much the only things we can get from value. You can get a crit eye effect, but nothing else is useful.
How dare you? Plus, I mean, let's see, material-wise, if you guys sell them, we'll have some value to them because they're CR number, which means
Sell materials.
people who need money.
Ha!
Let's see here.
But yeah, if we do capture them, we get 2 extra materials. I'm assuming that I capture them.
Yeah.
I mean, I would consider if you are part of the group, that if the group captures them and you have that equipped, you get an extra material because you have it equipped. So if like every single person had that material, I would say it would be each person would get one effectively.
Nice.
I think that makes the most sense versus going, no, the rules only state if you capture it specifically.
So you're saying we should all get one of those and then just stock up on monster parts?
It's like the magic find of Monster Hunter D&D.
Ooh, excuse me.
I definitely haven't been playing Diablo at all.
I'll definitely check the guild board to see if there's any other quests there, just to be safe.
Okay, I mean, that is the only thing available currently on the quest board.
I make sure Jacob's around and he didn't randomly take this quest.
Jacob is gone. He's gone forever. I don't know to Garen. Forever. Gone. No, Jacob is not strong enough, and he's very well aware of that to not go after 2 Odo Garens as a solo hunter. He's probably currently taking Gerathor's advice and just hunting down or exterminating Alteros everywhere.
Those darn endangered species.
Mm-hmm.
Sound advice.
They breed so fast, we have to keep cutting them down.
Back in a moment.
I'll say, yeah, actually, Gerathor and Jacob had a downtime where they did a solo hunt, quotation fingers, together. So there was that whole thing that happened last time. So you guys have at least spent a little bit of time doing a couple things. So we'll say at least a day has passed.
Oh, sweet. That means I got made 4 pills.
At least 1 day has passed. So you guys technically have 4.5 days currently.
I
I'm
can't do
good for
much
that.
because I don't have any money.
Well, if Shaseth likes to give me a hand selling these adamant pills, these might pills, you might have money.
I have 1 might pill.
Well,
Can I help him with his crafting to reduce the time by half so he can make
No.
twice as much?
No.
That's how crafting works.
He already reduces it himself down to like nothing.
Yeah, but he's just that good, and
But
then
so-
me helping with all the remedial tasks.
Sure,
Okay,
sure. So you reduce it by the total time. and then reduces that by his, which means he only gains like 10% less time. Do the weird math.
No matter which way, actually, I might add a might pill in an hour.
Yeah, so it doesn't make a difference apparently. You finish it now in 59 minutes.
The extra minute pile up is like, what do we do with the other minute?
Hey, after you make 60 of them, you get one free.
Yeah.
Time wise.
Who needs sleep? Work to the night.
So let's see here. So yeah, if you wanted to sell, I would probably go in the same aspect of.
So make one for those two, and then since if Heavy is helping me, reduce it to an hour time. That means I sell 6 other pills.
So wait, what do you reduce it down to normally? So I'm aware, because
it would take one work day,
right? Normally,
so 8 hours. I reduce that to a fourth of the normal time, so 2 hours.
2 hours, so an hour. Yeah, I guess if you want.
I'm gonna have a feeling that even if I make a ton of them, they'll eventually be so stock full.
I mean, yeah, you're gonna definitely sell probably like this batch and be like, you come back next time, like we still have most of them. But
well, that's good news. That means when you sell them for 1,500, you're making massive profit.
I will allow it.
After a week, we're drowning in might berries.
So in this case, you guys would have, if you're gonna go on the hunt, you can. How many days do you guys want to go, or before you go on the hunt? Are you going like right away? Are you spending? You've obviously spent 1 day so far at the moment.
Well, because that was for Gerathor's miniature hunt with.
Right. Well, that assumes that since Gerathor would be gone for that day, that means the rest of you would have been doing something for that day as well.
Yeah, which is might pills.
Right. So might pills from you with Mage helping. So Shaseth, what are you doing during that time?
I don't know. It's
You could come with if you want.
Sure.
Because that was a successful hunt last time, I believe. When Shaseth gets back, I will ask him to help me help with the sales pitch for these might pills. In exchange, I give him a might pill.
Yeah, I can do that. I have to get my shopping done too.
Okay, if you want to do your shopping for like that day, you can definitely do that.
That'll work too. Then I'll help Flight with his selling.
Okay, well, so I guess the case would be, like it would be, Flight is preparing all these to sell. So you spend your day looking for someone to sell it to. That could be the guild, merchant. Could be talking to the guild manager herself.
Sure.
Be talking to, you're talking to people. You're kind of spending your day. So what we doing to sell materials downtime and effectively? I guess I think it's to sell items in Xanathars, which is based off of. So it would be like it's 25 gold pieces for like your effort looking around, passing around for some information of who could afford this amount of might pills. And we'll go from there. We'll say you definitely found someone, or maybe you found a couple different people that are willing to purchase these at obviously a discounted rate so they can sell them themselves. So how many did you make in 1 day, Flight?
I made 8 total, 1 to Gerathor, 1 to Shaseth, and the other 6 will be
so 6.
sold.
Okay, so you're looking to sell 6, okay? So let's see here. I'll actually look at Xanathar. That's just so I can get a proper price. Why is that an index file? I shouldn't have an index file. I want the fucking thing.
Use this apparently.
Here it is. And then the selling is on paid downtime actions.
1 charisma persuasion check to determine the kind of offer.
123. It's on to 133.
Don't you love 5e tools?
That's not what I use. Not for this.
I'm talking to myself, I guess.
In general, we shouldn't talk about 5e tools.
Why not?
Arr.
Because they like to cancel everything that benefits people for free.
Yeah, so we just... so, yeah, 1 work week, 25 gold. Check for it. So, technically, I mean, to be fair, since it is a common item, It technically sells for 100 gold pieces normally, is what it sells for
And I
as the
like
base
to
price.
immediately call the guild out for selling him for about 150 times the normal price. And my picture is frozen on this on Twitch.
That's probably because I minimized it. I'll fix that.
It's 1,500. Well,
You're moving in.
150 times the value.
Yeah, so it's... Yeah, exactly. I don't see the problem here. What's the problem? No.
I start selling the hunters for a cheaper price and make the guild have to lower the price.
Yes, technically, as of the rules for that, I will sell it. I'll let you sell it for more, but I was curious as to what the value would be. Well, we're going to assume the uncommon price, because really that's what I should put it as, which the base price is 400. So, and then
For consumables, it's cut in half.
we're going to assume it's
won't cheat on that.
400.
How much would it cost to just outright buy a rare weapon?
I've done the math on that one time. It's like 3,000 gold or something like that. You need to take into account the base weapon plus the materials to buy. No, it's probably less than that. So it is, you need a rare weapon. So you need like the 30 gold for whatever the fuck it is. Plus you need 250 for the materials to upgrade to uncommon, plus the uncommon cost, which is 500. Plus you then need to spend 250 times 10, which is 2,500. Plus...
It's about
1,000.
4,000.
Yeah, it's roughly about 4,000 or so. 42. I would say 4,000 would make sense.
It might be worth it to get a backup weapon then.
We have a backup gun.
You guys currently do have a gun available. And technically, an insect glaive. Technically.
No, it's fine.
I don't have the gun on.
I'm
the
already
handout.
sharpening it.
I just put, you guys should have, I think I gave everybody the handout for it, or
I
access
have
to
the
it.
glaive as a handout, but not the gun.
One second, it must not have given when I duplicated it, didn't give the access to everybody.
All right, so if we're doing 400 per, that's still a good chunk of money, and I'm okay with that.
I have to give it to each of you individually, can't do all players because we have 2 sets of players. Gotta fix that.
Triton smithing.
There you go.
Rage.
Boop. There we go. Now only your group has access to it. Okay, so we're trying to sell them. So I guess in this case, let's go ahead and have you do a persuasion check, I believe is what it is. Make a persuasion check to determine what kind of offer comes
Add
in.
4 to that because why not?
Yeah. Just barely succeeds. So yeah, he'll give you, I mean, technically it would be 300 if we actually halved it. I'm gonna go with it being, yeah, you know, fuck it, we'll be nice for this one time. They're low on supply. They are definitely have some hunters that have some, you know, there's some demand for it. So they will give you 600 per.
I accept.
So 3,600 total.
Yeah.
Give me some.
See, if it was just a 20, it would have just been 100% of the base price. Because of that plus 4, getting that 21 plus, it increased it to the 150.
Since I was slightly helped by Mage, I will give him. I got
3,600, yeah.
Yeah, 3,600.
You also, Shaseth also helped sell it.
Yes, Shaseth got paid in Might Bill.
Ah, yes.
The 1,500 gold equivalent.
Okay, so that is kind of first day, and that's after, you know, Jacob and Gerathor come returning back at the end of the day with their successful kill. I think we narrated that Jacob got the final blow on it. As you know, you're all, you know, next morning, you're eating breakfast in the guild hall as you guys decide on what you're doing for the rest of your week. You currently now have 4.5 days left. I guess 4 days left in this case. No, 4.5.
While we're discussing that, I leave my sword and shield at the smithy to have him upgrade it to rare.
Okay. It'll take a couple hours and it'll be available And that's when another gigantic chaotic Giganox jumps out of all of the houses.
That would be really unfortunate, as I don't have a weapon.
No worries. The other group, 2 of them turned their armor in when to get upgraded when it happened. So 2 of them didn't have armor.
That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs armor? Just attack from afar.
So either way, you guys are sitting down at breakfast, eating your food. What do you do? What's the conversation? What's the decisions?
I think it's
So
a
how
good
was the
idea to
hunt?
go on the Dogron hunt.
So we have 4
Those-
days.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just make spell scrolls now that I have the gold he gave me.
Mhm.
Can make 4,
Yep.
1 a day.
Well, it depends. I mean, if you guys go on the hunt, you'll have less days.
Well, I'll make 1 right now for this day.
I think
Well-
we should use this day to hunt. You know?
Yeah, might as well.
Uh,
Before we get out, I know that's what the chart's saying, but let's see if there's any other people who are coming in the post.
To post new hunts.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys sit around for a little bit. It's kind of a slow day. Doesn't seem like there's any new people in, though you do see a familiar group. As the team Meizutsune is currently in the guild hall as well. So after session, if you guys wanted to talk to each other about things that you've learned or has happened, as your characters would have give each other information to pass along, you guys are more than welcome between the games.
I share the secrets of drugs to my fellow artificer.
It's those weird guys.
Dimensions are colliding.
Yes, dimensions are colliding currently. You guys, technically, effectively, both groups are the ones who took out the chaotic Giganox, not just one group. It was all 8 of you.
I don't
ours
remember
was
them there.
bigger.
This didn't happen.
I have a question when it comes to the spells that come from trinkets. If I have a trinket equipped and I am able to use that to cast a spell, can I make those into scrolls? The reason why I ask that, because if I can do that, then from there I can just turn the scroll into a spell from the wizard end without having to cannibalize something. But of course, it has to be a wizard spell for that to actually chain together. I have a trinket that lets me cast Ice Knife if I have it equipped. And that's Ice Knife is a wizard spell, so rather than cannibalize the thing, can I take the time to turn it into a scroll, and then take the time again to turn it into a spell I know without sacrificing the trinket or the material?
I'm trying to think if it would be.
Seems like something that you would need to more focus on because it's turning a monster part into a scroll rather than copying something down. Maybe some kind of penalty to time or something, since I know that you take a lot less time to make scrolls because of the whole wizarding thing, but this is like an uncommon method of creating a scroll. It's the only way that I would reckon, in my opinion, at least.
Does make sense. Raw, technically, it would work. Because you know the spell, which allows you to make the scroll, versus destroying the material to learn the spell, which is what it normally is.
Because it's there you go. Using one ruin to cast Ice Knife.
Yeah, I know, it's one of the one of those ones.
Yay.
I would say, because you're trying to, I would say there'd be a risk. I think is the best way of doing it. Like, you can get the spell onto a scroll no matter what, but there's a risk of you potentially destroying the material still. Versus destroying it guaranteed no matter what, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
So it would
Side note, it still says we're level 9 on your little thing.
oh yeah, I'll update that. Thank you for reminding me. So in my case, I would say you want to. It would be an Arcana check to do it, and I would say it'd be equal to the spell level. So 10 plus the spell level. So it's not super difficult, but the higher you go, the more difficult it technically get.
Ice Knife is in
So it's a level 1 spell, so it's only an 11. So it's a low risk, but it can still happen.
No.
Flash of genius.
Oh wait,
I show up and I throw something at Mage. And I really throw something at Mage and he just fix it for +4.
You just like walk in, you just like slightly change one of the arcane runes, just a smidgen, fixes it. I will allow it, just because.
I look at Mage, it's like, Mage, come on, buddy.
Oh man.
I'm still recovering from the exhaustion. That's what it is.
Hey ML, can you look up what the noxious venom gland does again? That's the chaotic Giganox.
Yep. I think chaotic is actually in the guide on the monster manual now.
Is it? I must have. You probably need to update.
It's even better because flight is a bird.
Yep, chaotic Giganox is in there, and you said the noxious venom gland.
Yeah.
So there's a long. Oh, it's the big one. I'll put it into. Yeah, I'll put it in the game. Oh god, no. It's horribly formatted.
Yeah.
I'll put it in this. There's that one.
That's the armor effect?
That is the armor effect. Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'll put the other one in Discord also for the weapon effect. It's the must succeed on their saving throw when they're poisoned one additional time before it's removed.
Runs its course.
Yep.
I'm debating between longsword and hammer.
Why not Magnet Spike?
You got Magnet Spike too, yeah.
Could go longsword because I don't think we have one anymore.
Nope, there are no longswords.
Should see,
Talato was the longsword.
And going back
longsword.
to a old conversation, I could upgrade your weapons for reduced cost because they're magical.
Oh.
So, thanks to Mr. America over here, I now know the ice knife spell.
America, making things cheap.
Because I got some.
It's
I'm
now
leaning
called
more
Freedom
towards-
Knife.
I'm leaning towards the longsword, but I do have a King's Drill, which would increase the stun effect by 2. But the longsword would do more damage overall.
Does the hammer have a stun effect? If so, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, mighty weapon.
Mm.
It's like a once per day, if not in some cases it might. I think there's ways to add additional uses, or the
If you
rarity
do-
increases it too.
If you do hammer, it'll synergize with one of my material parts where I do extra damage to a creature that has a condition.
Tough.
If you do whatever weapon you choose, I'll upgrade it to uncommon for you at reduced cost.
I
Well,
I tell you away from
That's
the
if
smithy,
you.
so the smithy doesn't hear me. I don't want the smithy hearing me say that.
I have one rare material upgrade for weapon, so I can use that to reduce the price a little bit too. Probably down to like 3,800 or something.
It's $250 per material.
So 3,950.
So because of my ability, would reduce the cost by half.
So reduce it by another 500 is 1,000 upgrade to rare, right?
Yeah.
I have an earth crystal to reduce that price a bit further if you want.
That's 50 more from that too.
So be down to like 3,200.
So it would be 750 technically reduced because of upgrading from common to uncommon. I mean, in this case, you're technically buying a rare weapon. I think that's the only thing. I think providing the materials will reduce the cost by a bit more, but technically, if you're buying an uncommon, you need to buy all the materials. I guess you could buy all the materials, then have flight do it, then buy all the materials and have flight do it again. It'll probably take most of your day flight though for that. That's kind of like that'll be your downtime for a day is to upgrade his weapon.
So the question here quickly is because I reduced the crafting time by to a fourth of its time.
I mean, I've had it always be a few hours. I guess it'd be like, I guess it'd be 2 hours of your day.
Yeah,
Two-
I opened up
2.5
an Iron Man
hours.
lab facility in my wooden hut.
Mm-hmm.
It's just next to the pill press.
So at rare level, the hammer would have a +1 to attack and damage, 2 mighty weapons, and a charge effect.
Yep.
It'd be a DC 17 up to DC 19 with a part.
Which is
Alternatively,
nice.
The longsword would be a +2 to attack and damage rolls at rare. I'd be able to use spirit points to increase the damage for 1 for each time I hit it.
Mm-hmm.
And I could do a reaction to do an opportunity attack if it misses me.
If you have fast charge on it too, you get that bonus right at the start.
Yeah, but I gotta keep that for the greatsword.
I just don't know if anybody else has. Well, you can't swap it out, but I don't know if anybody else has another fast charge one.
Not anymore.
Fast charge. Let me see. I probably don't.
I don't know why this just came to my head, but when he was making the might pills, I swear I just hear like Bane in the back of his head being like, "Caustic soda." No, that's not right.
Well, I'll gladly help you out with all the crafting things you need, and sit there regaling Jacob with tales of things, and try not to get him addicted to drugs.
I do have an extra
Don't
vest
worry,
bird
I'm keeping
shell.
him out.
What does that do?
While attuned to this weapon, your save DC for condition-causing effects, such as a sleep spell or a material effect, is increased by 1.
Would that stack with the King's Frill?
Repeat
ammo?
which one that does, because if that's a sleep like effect, it's not going to work for stunned.
It says or a material. It says condition-causing effects, such as a sleep spell or a material effect.
Increase by 2. I mean, yeah, that would technically work. There's no reason. Technically, there's no rule against being able to put those both in there. I think so. That should be fine to put them both in there technically.
Would you like to use a Rathalos plate so you have a critical eye?
I wouldn't need to crit. I'd just be using it for the stun.
Okay.
You have immunity fire damage Rathalos plate, and you don't have it in any armor or trinket.
I have it. You have one, a spare one?
Yeah, I have a Rathalos plate. I also have a Rathalos ruby.
Bitch, what the fuck?
Also, if you don't care about DC that much, I have a Gyros Fang where every time they get hit, they have to make an 8 con save or become incapacitated.
Well, knowing Amel.
So you can
How
just, if you
dare
have a
you.
lot of attacks, you can just keep hitting them, hoping eventually they'll pass out for that turn.
I think if I did hammer, I put in the extra Giganox talent for the 1d6 slashing, the kills King's Frill, and the Vestblade thing for extra 3 DC to stun. So that first hit would be a DC 20 stun effect. Twice a day.
Not bad.
I'm just gonna make sure that I go after you.
Yeah, that's half the problem.
I don't know. Isn't there ruling on like allowing someone to go ahead of you in turn order?
Not that I'm aware of.
Not in 5.
Unless you're the gentleman
Not in
class.
5.
It's a variant initiative, like called Popcorn Initiative or something, where you pretty much just choose who goes.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
Enemies
That's
always
fine.
first.
I can just always
Yeah. Enemy always goes first.
hold actions or something.
I mean, technically, yeah.
You can allow yourself to be hit. That's a thing.
Yeah, that you can.
Well, that's it for my day. That takes my whole day to make that scroll.
Yep. So you make that scroll. This is technically that. Yeah, that would be so. That's technically your second day of downtime. What that is.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys end up going on the hunt prior to doing that, that's fine too. It'll just be like, that'll happen on the third day, or depending on how many days it takes you guys to go on the hunt. Because if somehow the hunt takes longer than a day, you guys will lose some extra downtime.
We'd leave a little note for Rewix over there. It's like, hey, we'll be back. If we're not back, we're dead.
Yeah, if I do hammer, I still get the Great Weapon Master or whatever it is. Yeah, great weapon fighting for fighting style.
While upgrading Shaseth's weapon, whatever it is, I put the American flag on it.
I guess
An audible groan.
I'll take the hammer.
Okay, hammer it is. Rare hammer. You want to figure out your material and stuff like that. So we'll soon. That'll be the second day with Flight upgrading it. At least you go buy it, a common one from the smithy for however much it is. I think it's probably like 30 something gold, 35 probably. You can look it up to confirm. And then Flight spends the morning upgrading that. Mage spends his day crafting his scroll. So we're gonna assume this is just another day of downtime in this case. Flight, you technically still have 6 hours left.
Then I'll go over to Mage and look at what he's doing and say he's being sloppy and go in and help him.
Okay, so that's what you do with that. Gerathor, what are you doing for this day?
I will probably train with Jacob.
Okay.
And definitely boast about my new weapon.
Mini Orc will watch both Jacob and Gerathor.
You want to post that material, Heavy?
Stop studying my fighting techniques.
Yeah.
You hear his Mini Orc, never!
Let's
Send
see.
this down to Gerathor.
There it is, 134. I thought it was. I'm blind apparently. Where the fuck is it? Why are you filled with lies? There it is.
Well, none of us are rogues, so I'm not sure if any of that's true.
Emma, did you figure out the actual price for that yet?
For your yeah, so minus 750, minus 250, minus 50, 3,150 gold.
Roger that.
With the materials used and like discounted from flight and stuff like that.
Right, 3,150.
Yep. So Gerathor, remove your earth crystal. Whoever had the other upgraded material, get rid of that also. I don't remember who had it.
Yep. Mage, we finish your scroll and instead of a day in 2 hours.
Right, I'm down to 1,500 gold.
Okay. Gerathor, we're gonna do this as training, as you are the person training Jacob. So would you roll me a d6 and let's see what complication happens to you. I'm using the training downtime action right now. There's obviously there's obviously a complication, so Gerathor can roll me that d6. Where are you, Gerathor, and why aren't you rolling?
Not at PC.
He's probably eating.
Son of a bitch.
He left it right here at this minute.
Roll d6. Gerathor, so you know when you get back, so you all know.
He's in the bathroom. Would you like Mini Orc to roll since he's probably causing the problem?
No, I rolled a d6, so your teacher asks for help dealing with a threat. So Gerathor would figure out what the threat Gerathor asks Jacob to assist him with.
That's right, as Mini Orc. He's bombing him.
Man. It takes 10 work weeks to learn something. So basically Gerathor's teaching him an insect glaive. So,
Jacob is up a roof a lot.
It takes 3 days to make a level 2 spell scroll.
okay.
It'll take a lot less than that.
No, you can't help with a spell scroll.
Darn. Okay. Well, I'll leave him to that and leave.
I want to try doing that. So
you helped save him from losing a material with your flash of genius, but technically you can't help him create the spell scroll.
This is going to be the same thing. This spell is from that exact same trinket.
So flight. Well, before we get to that, it's I guess we'll just do another day of downtime while Gerathor's away. As he spends time with Jacob on that.
He wants Jacob to become the same class as him.
Gotcha. So yeah, teaching him how to use the weapon first makes the most sense. We see Jacob like spinning around like a wooden insect glaive, like smacking himself in the back of the head, hitting himself in the nuts at least once. It's good times. It's a horrible montage of just fuckery. Eventually he starts to kind of get a little bit of it at the end of the session.
Halfway through his training, I make it worse by giving him Gauntlet Soaker power, so he hits himself twice as hard.
So it's up to you, Flight. Technically, Mage is working on. I mean, I guess it's 3 days for Mage, so that depends. Right now, we're on. We had 5, we had 4. If you guys go on a hunt, Mage, you will not be able to do that. Just as a heads up, if it takes 3 days. And if you wanted help from like Flight for that, Flight would have to spend his 3 days assisting you, and that way he could use his flash of genius on that roll to make sure you actually succeed if you fail in the Arcana roll to save the material.
Be
Yeah.
less of him helping and more of just like Mage is about to do something wrong, and he's like, no. I just do the supervisor position.
Yeah. So, but we'll see how that goes with once he gets back. 'Cause I want to know if you guys planning on going on the hunt? I guess is the question. I think it sounded like Logan wanted to do it, or
I'm
Gerathor
okay
did.
with that now since I've got my stuff upgraded.
If we do, we do. If not, I'll work on a scroll. It's no big deal. I can do it later.
Mhm.
I'm getting it from the trinket, so it's not going to go away.
I wasn't sure if you were getting this one from the trinket or if you were getting this from the new gun.
It's the same trinket.
Gotcha.
Oh, so you're gonna try to get Ice Knife?
You already got
I
ice.
already got
Knife.
Ice Knife. It has a level 2 spell, Snowball Swarm, which is also a wizard spell. So if I can successfully do that, I'll have a level 2 cold spell.
Nice.
Hey Mage, why don't you let me take care of that when I get back? I can definitely take care of it a lot faster than you.
Can you make spell scrolls quickly?
Yes, I can. It's a magic item.
Autofire's just busted.
Yeah, trying to steal Mage's work. Gareth, are you back yet? I can't
He
click.
scribes scrolls faster than me, but I can make scrolls faster.
Let's open up YouTube instead of my Discord on my phone because I can at least look at messages on my phone because I can't change it on computer because it will then change cameras.
I see.
The long con.
Yeah. While Gerathor is theoretically and physically in the bathroom, I'm going to show Jacob how to use the instant glaive. The only way Mage, the only way that Flight knows, because he's actually proficient in it.
Which is?
He shows him how to fly. He puts boots of flying on him.
Just Gerathor comes back from the bathroom, comes walking out. We saw Gerathor doing figure eights in the air, or not, Jacob doing figure eights in the air. Too funny.
Yep.
Hey, we gotta wait for him to get back. So I don't know if Mage or Shaseth, if there's anything you guys want to do, talk about, figure out.
I'll
while...
make another level 1 scroll in the meantime.
Okay.
Just a spell I already know.
Okay. But yeah, if there's anyone you talk to in the area or anything else, you're more than welcome to while we're waiting for the other guys to get back.
Okay, I have a person.
I can hear you talking, Flight.
Sorry,
I
that was
go-
unfortunately timed.
Yeah, it's how it goes, man. It is how it goes.
Poke my head on Rewix to see what he's doing.
He is hard at work currently, deep in studies. Doesn't even notice that you're there. As you see him like pouring some purple liquid, like a drop of it into a vial, and there's a big puff of smoke.
I give him Flash of Genius without noticing.
So, Gerathor, are we going on the hunt?
I would like to, but if other people didn't want to,
It sounds like everybody it does, and Mage is fine otherwise. He'll just do level 1 scrolls instead. So Mage, you will not have that new one you just put a scroll into until after this hunt is just as a heads up.
Okay.
But you guys, yeah, so you go back in, Shirley's in there, just kind of looking at it all like, hey, how y'all doing? Good to see
Sparkle.
you. Are you? I know Rewix is still working on his things, and the manager's currently a bit busy. If you need her for something, but what can I do for you?
Heard you need some back scratchers.
Excellent.
I don't personally need any back scratchers. I'm pretty good. She kind of like reaches back like, no problems. But yeah, there is that request. So if you're looking to go on a hunt.
Minior brings the paper up to her.
Excellent. Well, I have no worries that you guys will be able to take care of this, no problem. She stamps it, hands it back. I wish you the best of luck, Flight.
All right, boys, let's get on the
Safe.
way.
Good luck.
sweet.
So, Mage, you want to borrow some Gauntlets of Ogre Power?
I mean, I don't really use strength.
Oh, I know. I put mine on. Make my strength 19 for the foreseeable future.
Yep. Make sure
Not 119.
All right,
19. Yeah.
I'm bringing my hammer.
Okay, you're bringing your hammer. Are we attuning to any of the new weapons, or are we just bringing our normal weapons for this hunt? Just as a question.
have
you
my
already
sword
know
shield.
that I am attuned to Thunder Soul.
Yeah, I'm attuning to my hammer.
Are you doing the disintegration thing or just an attunement thing?
Disintegration for no, I'm not. No disintegration.
No disintegrations.
Yeah, you can attune to them and all that type of jazz. They're usable. You can swap in and out as needed. No worries on that. It's just a fancy weapon with
Alrighty.
special rules. So, make sure you put in, if you have like for like Thunder Soul and stuff like that, make sure you create a new maybe like macro for the damage since it has different magical modifiers on it than I think your normal one.
Yeah, I've already done that.
Cool. And I think that is everything there. Nice. Good rolls. Okay, so you all head from Poke Village down towards your homes. As you pass by them all, you gather a couple of supplies. You see some guild scouts currently, because you guys are just like, we're doing the hunt. And the guild scouts are like, fuck. And they're like rushing to gather things that you guys take on your hunts. And they're like stepping through the portal as you walk right behind them. The tents are still partially set up as you arrive in the Verdant Hills hunting grounds camp.
Oh, so much warmer.
Yes, it is a little bit toastier. You take off your winter coats and all that type of jazz. Let's go ahead and drag your guys' tokens out so you can see.
It's pitch black.
It is pitch black because I haven't yet done things. Also, it's probably set for the old one, so it's probably going to be messed up anyways.
Oh shit! Before we go,
Nope,
I need to
too late,
buy-
too late, too late.
Ah.
No, go ahead, you're fine. What do you need?
I just wanted to get a bunch of trained bombs.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you
can't
can.
remember how much they are each.
They're 50
Like 30
each.
or 50? I'll buy
Yep.
10.
Okay.
How many
Actually,
potions?
no. Fuck it. I'll buy 12. So that's
How many-
600 gold.
How many potions or whatever are there?
Here we go. How many potions are out there right now? Let's take a look. It's only been a couple of days since you guys' last stop, so they probably haven't resupplied too much. Let's see here. There's a D4.
I tell Gerathor I mixed one of those. I mixed one of the pills with some hot sauce. I didn't say which one.
You think hot sauce is going to stop me?
Maybe not you, but maybe someone who buys it.
It's the bomb. All right, so there is 2 potions of healing available. There is still 4 greater potions of healing because I rolled a 4 and a D4. And then there is 1 potion of common resistance.
Common resistance.
Well, I put in a bid for the common resist.
I don't need any of
You
this.
can have it.
Can I buy the cheapo potions of healing?
There's 2 of them.
I'll take it.
If no one else wants a res potion, I'll put a bid in for it.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm all good.
It's
Alright, I'll
100
buy
gold.
a cold resistant potion
Okay.
for 200, right?
One. Yeah, 200. You're correct.
I gotta save some money.
Characters.
Actually, online.
Okie dokie.
If someone wants to buy me an Herbals and kit when we get back, I can start making potions too. I just didn't have Herbals because it on me.
Dynamic light is killing me.
Oh, having an internet. Let me go ahead and turn it off then.
Yeah, I still got pitch blackness.
I don't know why it's doing it though.
Also, we can move our characters with our keys now.
You've always been
Yeah.
able to do that. Always.
Yeah, that's how I normally.
Ooh.
That's why I always jitter back and forth because I use the arrow keys.
Yeah, you can always use your arrow keys. You just can't do diagonals easily.
Yeah.
That's the
Says
only.
you.
I don't know what it is. So like the old school dynamic lighting is fine. The new dynamic lighting bogs down my computer.
It sucks. Oh well.
I can do diagonals. Just gotta be careful.
Well, hello everyone. We all just see each other on a hunt and at base. How y'all doing?
How y'all do? Well,
I mean,
guess
you
we
can
check the
you can
chest.
put it on. It's not a big deal.
So who's cooking?
No, I mean it's not. It's not. I mean it's not like I have anything hidden. All the monsters and stuff are hidden on the GM layer, so you guys being able to see the whole map isn't that big of a deal. It's just more for the the feel of it all. But if you can't, if it's causing problems, it's not gonna kill me if we can't. So you arrive in the Verdant Hills. The guild scouts spend about 5-10 minutes or so as you're there. You're all probably sitting around the campfire that's not lit yet, as they kind of get all your stuff set up and prepared as we get ready to begin our hunt.
I'll light the campfire.
All right. Campfire is lit. I'm assuming we're using the same rolls as always, which in this case would mean Gerathor's a trailblazer, Scout is flight, Shaseth is your spotter, and Mage is your artesian.
Yes.
Yep.
Thing open.
Okay, so you're in camp. The guild scouts walk back through the portal and head back to Poke Village as you all are all kind of gathering your things, preparing yourselves for the hunt. You guys having kind of conversations? Go ahead, or
Yeah. I brought this trinket today, and I got these awesome gauntlets to help us get more ore than usual.
Nice.
Nice. I now have the Mold Earth cantrip.
Yeah, but I get double ores.
So do I.
I
Not
also
with
have
Mold
Vent
Earth.
Key's strength now.
Oh, you don't do it with Mold Earth? Okay.
no?
I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
spells you just get auto success, but no extra bonuses.
Yeah, well, my strength is also good.
I see how much stronger you are than me in athletics because I don't remember.
9.
You are slightly better than me because I'm an 8.
I checked the chest.
Okay. Inside the chest, you find 1 potion of greater first aid each, 2 days rations, 2 Astera jerky, 2 torches, and 2 antidotes.
Antidotes.
Ominous.
Man, didn't we have someone who could detect poison? Who was that?
That's a food skill.
Oh, that's right.
There's a food skill one. I think my favorite ever was when you remember Logan with Mike, where he was a druid. He was a fey druid. He was like a pixie or something like that, and he cast detect poison and then transformed into a spider. And then
He detected himself.
Like you
Poison detected. Where is it? It's right on top of me. Where is it?
Already inside you.
Oh, that was funny. That's all I thought of just now. So
That was great.
All right, Mage, what you cooking us up?
Trying to find one where you get 2 of the rank 1 meals. But I guess
it's rank 2 is spicy herbs, I think.
We are going for.
We could go for the material reroll.
Yeah, we're going for specific materials. So
The Velklondike bar. Fucking name is so stupid but great.
I like how you're the one who named it and call it that.
Someone suggested it, and I'm like, this is just too funny.
okay, I just read that one. Once per meal, when you roll on a creature's loot table, you can choose to reroll it.
Yeah, so that's when you roll on the loot table, not when you're carving it or when you're making the carve check.
yeah,
Ooh,
basically
nice.
we each get 1 reroll.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right, Velklondike bars. The only person I've ever done this is Eris, and how he's described it has been stupid as shit, but it's great. So I will tell you it after you describe how you bring Velklondike bars or prepare them for the group.
I watched Mage carefully.
I feel like it's supposed to be ice cream.
It is definitely ice cream.
And I'm magic.
You are
So-
magic.
Making cold things isn't a problem regardless of the weather.
Mm-hmm. So there are your
I'm gonna
steps.
use
Is it made of curing butter?
ingredients preparing.
You
We
gotta
should
milk,
have some. Was it
Milk.
Popo milk?
milk that Kieran.
Cured milk.
It's a
Yeah,
milk.
no, like if someone milked a Kieran already, that the amount of balls that guy has.
There
So
should be some milk from a Popo or something lying
Yeah.
around.
you can probably buy some in the market.
So I'll use.
Come back. I milked a Raytheon.
I'll use my intelligence to find a good buy.
Okay.
I was there.
So as you're looking around, in town, as the group's getting ready to go, you look around to find a place where you can buy some Popo milk. You succeed. As you find some, it seems to be in. It hasn't spoiled or anything like that. There's no chunks in it. Seems good. The person tells you it's fresh.
Now to freeze it into shape, requires some pretty finesse on the hand signs and symbols.
Mhm.
So I'm going to use my dexterity to make sure I accurately make all the sigils right, and I
Yeah.
try to freeze it.
So as you're preparing the ingredients to freeze them into the position to be cooked, quotation fingers, or plated, go ahead and make that dexterity. It's very nicely done. It's very careful and cautious with no real slip ups.
I guess the last one would be partly plating the meal and half cooking. I would use the cook's utensils to try to wrap the Klondike bar in its little sheet. That way you can preserve it for transportation. So we can enjoy it while we're here.
Okay. Go ahead and what the fuck would you roll for that?
Oh,
Good cooking utensils. What skill do you use with cooking utensils though?
I use charisma because
That
you want
makes
to make the
sense.
wrapper look really nice.
That
Otherwise,
makes
it looks like it's squashed and it's ugly. No one wants to eat that.
Nah, it makes perfect sense. God damn, that was a really fucking high roll.
We're gonna get doubles.
You're gonna
Maybe
get
triples.
yeah. So let's see here. It would be every 4 above. It is a DC 13. So you only get 1.
No,
You-
it didn't work. I've forgotten how to do it.
You need to do two brackets on either side.
It's basically 20.
Yeah, it's 20. 20.3333333. So you get one to roll once on the daily skill table. If you had slightly above, you would have had it for 2. So go ahead and roll me that D1d20 plus 1d6.
Flash of Genius.
Yes, because
Darn it.
I wouldn't let it work with anyways. 1d20 plus 1d6 minus 1.
Oh,
So 9. 9.
9.
9 is a feline escape artist. You have advantage on strength, athletics, and dexterity acrobatics checks when attempting to escape from a creature or object that has you grappled or restrained.
Isn't that number 8?
I can't read or know numbers. So I lied. Feline insurance. The first time you or an ally drop to 0 hit points on a hunt, they instead drop to 1 hit point.
dope.
Yeah. So the first
One
time
of the
someone drops to
best
0, boom, up. And then of course we
It's gonna be me.
as always, we have fixed Feline Weathercat to be number 1 now instead of 15. So there's like a real low chance of ever getting it. Okay.
Does Mini or Kahootie get this ability too?
For the no,
Darn.
because they're gonna die probably anyways. Like Kahootie has 1 HP. Boom, it's back to 1 HP.
Yeah, then I tell him to get the hell out of here.
Shedinja.
30 Shedinja.
Feline insurance gone.
Unkillable.
So
Hootie does his best.
yeah, Kahootie does. So for Eris, when he did this, he would just go to the market and buy Vel Klondike bars, and then he would use his strength to pull open the wrappers. And then for plating it, he at one point was like holding them in like his hands like Wolverine claws, and then the second time he'd lay down on the table and put them in his abs for everybody to grab them off.
Mutant Constitution.
Yes, to withstand the cold and hold them tight. Yeah, it was so stupid, but it was hilarious as shit. So
You want to buy a gourmet meal? Want to buy a gourmet meal? No, I'll just buy some Quantic bars and put them on my house.
That plating is immaculate.
Dry meat in those.
oh man.
I
So-
come back with salted meat and start using him as a meat rubber.
Oh man. Okay, so let us begin our hunt. As Gerathor, my Trailblazer, would you please make the first survival roll of the day? Barely succeed.
Nailed it.
All right.
I do stealth and
Your perception.
perception. Perception's advantage.
Okay.
Flying around at the speed of sound.
Okay.
I was gonna say for the next areas, can Kahootie help him with stealth as it flies around with him? It'll,
I
like,
grab the
it'll
ball.
make more of a nuisance of a noise as a distraction to help hide him, essentially.
You know what? You've got to change now. Got to change Shaseth's picture.
I do.
Yeah, because he's not using greatsword anymore.
Yeah, it's way too much effort to do right now. Use your damn
What are you talking about? It's
imaginations.
just a really flat hammer.
I have a bonk.
I'm just gonna turn you into Eris's picture. Problem solved.
Done.
So,
All right. Head off on a journey.
as you a fantastic voyage, if you will. So you leave the camp, flying over the land about high up. How high up?
I'm going to be like 100 feet in the air. What is going on here?
I don't know.
I have the worst time moving anything.
Well, don't use the arrow keys. Just move, click, and
No, I'm clicking, dragging. It just doesn't want to move.
we got nothing.
Oh no, it's in that section in the trees. There's probably because of meant
But
meant to
did
have
it-
barriers.
Yeah, I mean there was. I mean, it's still taking effect for some weird reason. I'm not sure. So either way,
I
you
guess so.
you leave out from the cave and you take flight up to about 100 or so feet in the air and travel along the trail the group will be walking along. That has this the river to the south just kind of rushing by, kind of a mild current, a little bit of white rapids here and there, followed by just a dense forest to the north. As you travel about 15-20 minutes or so, you eventually come to the space you're in now with a kind of watering hole where you see kind of sand and dirt at the eastern side of the section, the waves kind of lapping up against it from the river. As you look around, there's not much to note other than like a kelpie or two that are kind of grazing in the grass, and as they kind of like look around, they look up, they see you, and they start kind of like hopping away. You see some rocks in the river here and there that are kind of, which I mean, it seems a bit strange to you because you've been here before, and those spots where they're at seems quite deep, and you don't recognize these rocks being here prior to this point.
New York. Take a look.
Yeah, he zooms in with the eagle eye vision, looks down at him. Give me a perception check with mini work.
He has advantage because of his gem.
You see? Looking at it, it's super smooth, which would make sense for a river rock because of the constant rushing of waves. But there's also kind of a weird discoloration to it that doesn't. I mean, are you seeing this through Mini Orc's eyes? Possibly, is that how?
No, Mini Orc
is
comes
it
back
relay?
and relays what he sees.
Give me an intelligence check or a nature check with Mini Orc.
Okay, well, intelligence is going to be the same regardless.
Okay. 19.
19.
Yeah, he kind of looks at it, and you filled him with a bunch of data and information and stuff like that. And he kind of comes back to you and just kind of realizes this looks like a shell.
Oh, I'm going to just kind of hover here and wait for the group.
Okay. The group follows up about a minute or so later. They travel that 300 or so feet as you guys are looking around. Flight's not really that well hidden from you since you can kind of be able to see him in the sky the entire time. But anything that doesn't look up is not going to notice him necessarily. So you eventually come to the opening, seeing flight. You see the group at the edge of the opening.
I'll have Mini Orc fly down and relay that there's a shell over here in the water, wherever, like,
Yeah,
here.
I mean, and it's you can see water rushing over it, and you probably see roughly, I would say, about 2 or so feet around, kind of sticking out of the water.
Mini Orc also relays that it's very deep over there. And then he'll start flying back up to me.
You want to throw a rock at it?
What? Like 100 feet in the air.
Oh,
Gerathor, you want to throw a rock at it?
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna pick up a rock and throw it at it.
Yep.
It wakes up.
Make me a strength roll. $18. Okay, yeah. So you hit it. You hear a slight ding as it bounces off of it, and you see it kind of like shake and sink slightly under the water.
Well, I guess it doesn't want anything to do with us.
And then immediately, as that happens, you begin to see the shell appear closer to the shore. Starts to stick out. You see a long, like, horned spike appear next with some, like, large, like, antennae appearing as it begins moving forward. We're gonna roll for initiative before I just
When
see exactly
when
what
that's
this is.
happening, I'm gonna put my armor on.
Okay, yeah.
I successfully aggroed the crab.
It's the shed you're in. We're all gonna die.
It's the one you
Follow
guys.
this all the way over here.
It's the one you guys saw down in the deep trenches. That's made it here. I don't have a whisper on this one. I should put this so I can whisper. Do I have a hide in its name? Let's find it. Hide name. There we go. Yeah!
Nice.
It's about time. Alright, out of the water comes crawling a large crustacean-like creature, extremely long claws that aren't shield-like or like thick, but very fine like a blade as it extends outwards, exposing these large jagged points like a saw on its claws as it begins walking out.
Ooh.
Big crab.
Yep. Let's see here.
Shogun King.
It just like climbs up and over the little like 5 or 10 foot little like step here. And gets to this spot right there. What is its reach? Aha!
Is it 100 feet in the air reach?
Yeah, of course. You put your armor on. Can you fly with your armor on?
Yes, I have now boots of flying.
Ah, you're flying that way. Gotcha.
Our fire is perfectly balanced.
As all things should be. All right. Since it's not in reach
mean-
of you,
He probably is going to make the Infinity Gauntlet at some point.
I don't have enough monster gems yet.
so I would say instead you watch as it just starts to bubble at its mouth, this kind of purplish bubbles, and then spits poison at both Gerathor and Shaseth, because you're the two that are closest in this case. Then, are you within 30 feet? Yes, both of you are. All right, so this is Gerathor. It's public good. 25 Gerathor.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shaseth, 26.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, so Gerathor, you take 17 points of poison damage. Shaseth, you take 20 points of poison damage. And I need you both to make me a Constitution saving throw. All right, Shaseth, you are
+3 for mine because I'm next to him.
okay. Shaseth, you are poisoned. Gerathor, you are not. You may repeat your saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Alright.
That is going to be its turn.
Did we divvy out those antidotes, by the way? They
Convenient.
said they were in the chest, but we didn't actually give them to anyone.
Nope. You didn't.
Technically, Shaseth has all of it then.
Yep, Shaseth has the stare jerky and everything else too.
Guess so.
So, Kahootie is up.
Classic.
Surgery was that 2?
2 and 2, yeah.
Alright.
I'm assuming you guys are gonna run to it and punch it.
More than likely.
So Kahootie's gonna help
Okay.
Mr. Hammer guy.
All right.
Be ready for him to run up to it.
We'll assume Kahootie's up above it, like
Yeah.
poking it and stuff like that, as it's like swinging away at it. As Shaseth, you are now up.
Right. So that would give me an advantage on my attack against it?
Which would cancel out your disadvantage from your poison.
Right. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith.
Okay. Plus
Special
2.
plus 2 AC.
Okay.
I'm at 20. Then I'm gonna move
Zoom in.
conveniently 20 feet.
I saw that, yeah.
And I'm
Hammer
gonna
charge.
Hammer charge it. And I'm gonna, why not? I'll try for a stun.
Okay. You can do this call for the sun after you hit.
Right. Making sure everything's right.
Hmm.
Oh no.
A 15, so you go to swing, and as you do, it turns its side as you just bounce off the shell.
Well, since I'm not using a greatsword, second swing.
Yeah, so you bounce off and you use that momentum to swing back down, crushing into it, cracking the shell a bit. Go ahead and roll that damage, and I will make a save for its mighty weapon.
DC 20.
DC 20.
Jeez.
I have a decent con on this thing. I crit.
Ah.
So he is not stunned as it takes 21 points of damage. Okay, yep.
DC, you call that decent? That's a lot. Are you crazy?
I have a +9.
That's not decent. That's good. Decent's like a +4 or something.
All right. Shaseth, that's your turn then, correct?
Yep.
Go ahead and repeat your con save to see if you're no longer poisoned or not. 19, you are no longer poisoned.
Excellent.
All right, and as your turn ends, it's going to use a legendary action to spit
Oh my.
poison once again. And this time it's going to be at... We're going to aim for Kahootie because it's being all aggravating and shit. So it's a disadvantage because it's got someone in melee range and it's a range attack.
Nice.
But 23 still hits, I'm assuming.
Hootie.
Kahootie goes down. Kahootie takes 15 points of poison damage.
Served his purpose.
Mage, you are up.
Vengeance for the bird.
Guess let's see how smart it is. I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver.
I'm going to roll its HP, actually. I didn't roll it.
Had infinite HP.
Well, it has its base HP, but it's more fun to roll it. I'm going to make sure I minus that damage that you did to it. So intelligence save. This thing is clearly super intelligent. Actually, it's got a +2. 5! Nailed it. It takes... Oh,
19
Mind Sliver is
damage.
it's the level 1 spell, right?
It's a cantrip.
Is it? Why is it rolling? Oh, because of Frenzy. That's why. I'm like, what's all the extra bonus damage for? 19 points of damage. Okay. And minus 1d4 on its next saving throw.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mage, anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
I'm gonna take. No, I want to try to move into some kind of cover of this tree.
That's good. You can go one more up, and we'll say you have. I mean, you're gonna be able to have like 3/4 cover, effectively, at the most.
All right, that'll be it.
Okay. And as you're running, it is definitely gonna use its legendary action to. Yeah, it's gonna spit poison at you, Mage. You have a +5 to your AC on this because of the cover.
Hopefully,
And it's a disadvantage. 14.
misses.
No.
At 21 AC.
Yep, so that is it hits the tree, and you watch that part of the tree just start to die and rot.
Jeez.
All right, Gerathor, you are now up.
Alrighty. Bonus action, I'm going to chuck on an adamant pill.
Okay.
We are tanky, we are healthy, and we are all damage.
Oh, sorry. Before I move, I will use my attacks with my Kinsect. First hit.
Okay, 18.
Just ignore the 1 damage.
Is there anything I can do? No, there's nothing I can do. That's a hit. What damage am I ignoring? The lightning? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty, that's 1 stack.
Kinsect is so little.
Yeah, because it doesn't get bonuses, but it gives me the buffs. Second hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, that is definitely a hit too as well. For 6. Okay.
Those are my 2 hits. I'm just going to move 40 feet to being... No, I'll just come back over to here. Stay in range of my buff.
Okay. Cool. And as Gerathor's turn ends, another poison spit. This time it's going to be at Shaseth.
DC or armor class 20.
Disadvantage 12.
Not to know.
Okay. As that is the end of Gerathor's turn. Flight, you are now up.
I descend 40 feet and cast Fairy Fire on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dex save, I believe, correct?
Yes, minus D4.
All right. A 17. What is your DC? A 16.
Well,
So
yeah.
if I
minus
roll a 1, it succeeds. If I roll anything more than a 1, it fails. It fails.
D4. Yeah. All right, red, white, blue it.
Already on it.
After I move back up 10 feet in the air, and I use a bonus action to do dodge since it's part of my weapon.
Okay.
I'll send 30 mini orc this way, down 30 feet.
All right. As Flight's turn comes to a close, it is now its turn. It is going to make a claw attack at Gerathor and at Shaseth. So Gerathor, you are first. Just have all the text. Let's remove all that text. 14, son of a bitch. And then Shaseth.
That's a
19?
miss.
Because of your Shield of Faith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch, that would have been so good. That is going to be its turn, as it's now Shaseth's turn.
Right. I will try to bonk it
Mm-hmm.
straight to
With
Horntail
advantage.
with advantage.
Yep. 26 just barely hits.
Everything's off. Yep.
For
There's
16.
nice.
Did you want to use your other mighty weapon or no?
No, I'm saving it.
Alright. Go minus
Second
that
swing.
damage. As you crack its shell further, it is looking a bit bloody as you crit it.
That's a crit.
Divine Smite?
Yeah, Divine Smite. Second level.
Okay.
The damage.
I like how it's
Well,
slashing
the charge.
damage.
Sorry, that's the wrong roll. Let
Cheater.
me fix that.
It's worse! Damien, you have to roll it right. So I'm just gonna fucking grab a calculator this time. 14 plus 17 plus 18 plus 8 plus
All
4
those
plus
numbers.
6. What the shit? So what's the slashing damage from the...
67?
Yeah, 67. What's the slashing damage on it? Is that just material?
Giganox.
Gotcha. 67. It is
My
not dead.
My hammer has knives.
So yeah, so you swing the first time, just crack the same spot you did on the side of its shell it used to deflect last time, exposing that soft, like squishy part of its back that it's used to protect. And you just raise up as you get the momentum back and just swing down, crush it into it. It cries out in pain as a bright flash, the whole back is just impacted and destroyed. It is in horrible, horrible shape. It's like falling down. It's trying to get back up. Like 2 of its legs are broken just from the impact onto the ground.
And then I move around to here.
All right, and then it uses its legendary action to burrow.
Oh no. Well, you're within range of 2 people.
Yeah, it is, but it's still trying to run. And it doesn't. This one does provoke attacks of opportunity. It does not avoid them.
Hey, Gerathor, you want to try those trig bombs?
Probably better to just kill it, because otherwise, if I fail, it'll get away.
So
I
get.
can also make a swing.
I say you both can swing,
And then you have advantage on it.
Sure.
and you're in its melee range though, so technically you have disadvantage. So it would be a normal roll.
It's worth a shot.
Mm,
It's up to you,
I
though.
think I'd rather just kill it. I don't want it to get away.
Okay, go and make your attacks. 25 just barely hits as it begins to flee. You just right where the hole is in its shell, you just stab through as the Thundersoul pierces through its mouth, pulling it back out, finishing off the creature. Also, though, if Shaseth, you wish to also attack it with your hammer.
No, it's good. It's dead.
No, it is definitely dead. It had 1 HP left after that smite.
Wow.
It had 68. It was bloodied at 68, and then 67 damage dealt. As the Shogun Centaur goes down.
Good job,
A
Kahootie.
little dude. All you got to do is poison spit stuff.
I come landing, take my armor off for a second.
Okay.
He spat poison at me, and I took it personally.
Who spits on people? All right, so let's go and carve up the creature.
I'll
I'm
keep
gonna use that
watch.
greater first stage right away.
Okay, I'm using that greater first aid, survival 1, 2, 3. Those are all successes. So Shogun, 3 successes. As you spend 15 minutes carving up the creature, gathering its materials, we can roll for them later, either during a rest if you guys take one, or at the end of the session. During the 15 minutes, is anybody else doing anything in the area? Or is our spotter looking for a resource? Is anybody else doing stuff?
Bugs. I'd like to point out some bugs.
You find some bugs.
All right,
I'm
who
taking a
can
look
catch
out for
bugs?
ores.
Okay, go and try to catch some bugs. Go and give an investigation check to look for some ores. There's definitely the possibility of that in this area.
All right, who's good at catching bugs?
I am, but I've failed every time I've tried to catch them.
If you have a
could use
material for
gust
it,
cantrip.
yeah, I can use Gust of Wind to successfully do it, unless you're.
I don't have the material.
Okay, then I'll just do that.
I gave my material to Jacob because that's
Gust
how
of
often I
Wind.
failed at this.
All right, so
26 for ores.
all right, 26 succeeds. You find some ore along this lower rock wall here, kind of on this ledge. You find some glittering veins. As you can go ahead and make your athletics check if you want to try to go for it, and then you find some honey.
Ooh,
Honey.
nice.
I can throw that into a potion and make a higher potion.
A 16 athletics. That is a success. You are able to find or to obtain some ore. Roll me a d6 and let's see what you find.
I have the part that gives me more material.
Okay.
Mage, you want to write down that honey?
Of the same material or multiple different types?
It's the geologist one. It just says
One additional. Okay. So yeah, it's the same. 5 would be Machkalite ore, so you get 2 of those.
Not bad.
Is it 2d6 or is it just 1d6 and then you get 2 of them?
because I rolled 2d6 thinking that it was 2 different materials.
Yeah, no, it's the same material, more of it. There's other ones that let you roll multiple different
Oh,
ones.
then I rolled a 2 as the first one.
Yeah, so whatever. You get the Machkalite ore.
Whatever. Okay.
No,
I
the 2
pull
is
up-
better.
The 2 is an earth crystal, I'm pretty sure, an armor sphere.
Armor sphere.
So you want the Machkalite
Maybe.
ore. Yes! The low
thought we
rolls. You're level
we were out of
10.
this area.
No, level
No, we're
11.
No.
Oh man. So I mean, if you're like in the wetlands, I think level 10, it's like level 10 to like 20 or something like that. That's that, but that
Alright.
one's also more dangerous. So you kill the creature, carve it up, spend some time during that time as Gerathor's carving it to find some ore, find some honey on one of the trees. Looking about let's see here. So that would have been Shaseth is still left, though you did find it. As you're looking around Shaseth, for any kind of tracks and stuff like that, when you're looking for these bugs, you do find markings on. Let's close out this so the stream can see. You find markings of slash marks along the trees in this direction.
Right. So the northwest.
Yep.
Right.
What you see down there, Shaseth?
Markings go that way.
All right.
There's deep gouge slashes in that are like not even, they're like 10 to 10 prongs, like just sliced into cleanly into the trees.
That looks like a Dogron, right? More claws than they know what to do with.
Well, I'll stick in the air, and I look at Gerathor. Hey, we head this way.
We head the way that the scratch marks go.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and give me that survival check and let's see what happens next. 27.
Also, I give an antidote to Gerathor and a jerky to him as well.
Thank you.
12 stealth and 24 perception.
I figure we'll
100 feet in the air again.
Okay, 100 feet in the air. So as you begin traveling this way, Flight, you make it about 10 or so minutes just following this like small animal trail as the trees begin to close in on the area as you're getting deeper into the forest. Flying above, all you're really seeing is trees. Did you want to get lower below the tree line to see?
I'm gonna have mini orc use his telescopic vision to see if he can see past anything.
It's like he can see stuff here and there in little small spots as the canopy kind of breaks on occasion, but it's pretty heavily covered. So in this case, flying over is going to prove difficult to spot anything.
Yeah, for my own safety, I said mini orc.
Okay. How high do you stay above?
Much better stealth for me.
How high do you stay above the canopy?
I still stay way above 100 feet.
Okay.
Mini orc will fly down and will stealth himself.
Okay, we're gonna say the canopy is roughly about 30 or so feet tall as you get under the upper branches. As mini orc needs to make me a stealth check.
Apparently, I decided not to clean its exhaust out today.
You hear backfire as he gets down below. You all hear a loud noise off in the distance as you're falling behind about a minute or so. As Moonwork is traveling down, looking around the area, just seeing what he can find, he spots a Arzuros, a bear. Over here, let's go ahead and move it. Laying against this rock. As he looks about, he sees a trail of blood leading from this direction towards the Arzuros, as it's laying there just whimpering. It seems to be bleeding quite heavily, is what Mini Orc sees.
All right, he'll come back and report this, and by the time that he gets back, the other group's probably here.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe, I would say realistically probably like another 30 or so seconds.
Well, I'll definitely hear them coming, unless they're all super stealthy.
Yeah, I know you hear them coming.
Hey, guys, a very heavily wounded Arzuros is up ahead.
Huh. Well, I guess we should go see. I mean, I don't think we need to hunt an Arzuros.
No, but I did see a blood trail up there, too. I'll
Maybe cut
fly
away
it.
from the Dogran.
Maybe. I'll fly
give
up
it
to the top of the rock and just kind of look over it.
It's licking its wounds, and there's wounds everywhere on this thing. You're just seeing blood pool out as it's whimpering in pain.
I just kind of like use like reflectiveness of my armor to like show them that like it's over here. I'm not dead.
As you do that. What do the rest of you do?
Well, I guess I walk around and look around at it.
Okay. How far? Give me the distance that travel takes. If you're walking, it'd be normal movement. So.
I ignore elevation because I can climb.
Okay, so you just climb it up it and over. It's probably about 20 or so feet down from Flight's position to where it's at. So 60 feet. That's 2 rounds.
Hey, Shaseth, why don't you give it some honey?
As you're watching the blood heavily pool under it, Flight.
All right, I feel kind of bad for it, so I'm gonna have Mini Orc stealthily go down there, and we'll do lesser restoration on it to cure bleeding.
Okay, as it goes to cast a lesser restoration on the with the stealth, with what it's doing, go ahead and give me give me a new stealth with advantage because it's really not paying attention. A 10.
Lesser restoration actually fix that?
A 9. It does not seem to notice as you cast lesser restoration on it. The bleeding does not stop.
Just pour a potion over it.
Though the Arzuros like feels the touch and turns around and swipes weakly at Mini Orc. I'm gonna make an attack at disadvantage with the claw. 7. So yeah, it just does, and it falls over and you watch more blood pool out of it as that happens. That's the wrong roll. 1 second.
I'm gonna drop down.
Yep.
Next to it.
As you drop down, it tries to strike at you again. It is not like you're here to help. So a 17 because I rolled exact numbers.
That's a Nice.
Yeah, so it swings and you just kind of bat it
Wanna
away.
Catch its arm,
Mhm.
and then knock it over, hold its mouth open, and pour a potion down its mouth.
Okay, Gerathor and Mage, what are you guys doing during this time? Just as a kind of a follow up, since this is probably give like 3 rounds of stuff to do.
I'm gonna wrestle this bear.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Beast as a ritual.
Okay, so you as a ritual. So how long does that take?
10 minutes.
Well, it takes less for him. It's a scribe, I'm pretty sure.
It just takes like a minute.
Okay, so you're spending a minute doing that. It's been roughly about 30 or so seconds. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's been 30 seconds so far. So Gerathor, what are you doing in this 30 seconds?
I'll probably just follow along up the cliffside, just jumping up it to avoid the fact of climbing.
Okay.
And just be like, you don't fix it in 2 rounds. I'm just gonna put it out of its misery.
Yeah.
It takes a single 6 seconds.
Okay, so are you trying to grapple it? Oh, it only takes 6 seconds to do the ritual. Okay, so then you would have done that, and then you would be on your way. So you'd be a little bit behind Gerathor and them. You'd be about 30 or so feet or whatnot. Plus to walk around, I guess. Go ahead.
Athletic, something to try to make it, force it, drink it.
It would be opposed, I guess, would make the most sense. As you're trying to do it. I'm going to give it an attack of opportunity against you because you're like trying to do that. Like you're putting your hands basically by its mouth and its claws and stuff. And then it'll be an opposed athletics at the same time. So it's going to try to bite you because that makes the most sense. 12. So yeah, it does not bite. It like bites down on your armor as the opposed athletics to see if it's able to shove you away. It clearly is going to succeed with no problem. Actually, I did pretty decent, but you are able to open its mouth and just shove the potion down it. Go ahead and roll that 2d4 plus 2.
Well, that was weird. My internet completely cut out.
Nice. Everybody died. So first, you heal it for 7 HP. You watch as the wounds not necessarily close, but stop bleeding. They start to coagulate, and the Arzuro still in a panic is still trying to like fight and push you off, not really realizing that it's doing better. Would you give me a animal handling check? Let's just see what happens. 9.
9.
So yeah, it's like shoving you off, and it tries to push you away. Do you let it push you away?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it shoves you away, and then kind of rolls back and tumbles, and like weakly stands up, and then looks and sees all of you, and just turns and starts running away, just with this big old bear butt in the background.
Can I yell at it
Yeah.
to stop running?
You just hear no. Unless you're
Well, the surprise of me being able to speak to it doesn't like make him.
I mean, I feel
or something.
like in general, it's like one of those things where animals all can talk to each other. So it's like hearing someone talk to you isn't like super surprising, as much as it's not paying attention to what it is. It just hears and it's like no, and just keeps going. Little bear butt wiggling back as it goes. Unless you try to say anything else to it.
We're here. We're trying to help you. We're trying to kill the red dog.
Go ahead and give me either animal handling or persuasion check.
Persuasion it is. I don't have. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's off.
24. So it's, and then when you see them stop in the game and their butts just kind of like drag almost on the ground. Kind of just does that, and it tumbles over because it doesn't have the strength to stop itself, and then weakly stands up and looks. You can go. And he just kind of goes, "Good." That way, is it kind of like you watch a bear paw point in the direction where the blood trail is leading?
I tell it back, thank you, as I drop a piece of meat covered in the honey I picked up.
It's you watch the nostrils kind of flare, kind of stares at you, and just kind of watches you all. Doesn't move.
Let's head that direction.
Yep. Is there not to waste a spotter check? A bug? Why?
There are easily bugs in this area.
Hey Mage, look, a bug.
Gust of wind. Puff.
A 6. A Thunderbug.
Oh,
Hey, make shop trips out of that.
40 gold.
you want to write that down, Mage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just let you hold the bugs because you're gonna collecting them.
I have a little cage that I was going to use for vest boards that they haven't showed up for a while, so I'm going to give you the little cage so you can put bugs in.
Bug cage.
Okay. So as you begin making your way
All right.
in the direction of the blood trail, pretty easy thing to keep following. Now, Flight, are you flying above the canopy once again, 100 feet up, or are you staying low because it's still dense?
I will be, but Mini Orc will be much lower looking.
So Mini Orc will be under that 30 feet, just at the top of the canopy, whereas you're above it.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna need checks for. I need a stealth check for you.
Oh,
And
I need to roll thing.
I do need Gerathor to do that. I'm gonna need a stealth check from you, and a stealth check from Mini Orc, and a perception check from Mini Orc.
So that's my stealth check from the order you said, and then Mini Orc gets, as soon as this thing wants to open, a stealth and a perception. He gets advantage of perception.
Okay.
21 perception, 10 stealth for him. I got a 16.
Perfection. Okay. So as Mini Orc begins making his way through a winding path, as you're kind of following as best you can, he's popping up and out so you can see where he's at. Flight every so often, because obviously you don't know where he's at otherwise. And as he travels for 20 or so minutes, you guys probably came here midday or so. It is currently 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So he travels for about 20 minutes or so and comes to a large opening in this kind of break of a trail. The trail itself is about 15 or so feet wide with that 30-foot tall height. I really hate that joke. As Mini Orc sees in the area an empty, destroyed old nest near a part of the river that kind of travels through the forest here. And looking about, he doesn't see anything specifically of like danger other than the blood trail that continues further and further north. But there is a loud, you probably hear it fine, I guess, in this case too. Just sounds of insects throughout the entire area. It's almost deafening how loud it is.
Mini Orc must come up and tell me this just to be safe anyways, and I'm looking up from here, looking to see if I can see where these insects are.
What? Well, you're trying to find them as you from above.
Well, since I don't see them up here, that's what makes me worried. So I'll wait for the rest of the party.
Okay. Do you fly down so you can see where the party's at as you come, or are you staying
Most
above?
likely, the party will be. I want to wait here because the party usually sticks to the trail.
Right. I just want to make sure you're down on the ground and not 100 feet in the air.
I'm still 100 feet in the air.
Okay. You will not see the party unless you drop down.
They're completely in cover.
Yeah, it's for the most part, it's like little itty bitty bits of space here and there. Otherwise, you don't see anything.
All right, I will descend to the ground and put my armor on.
Yeah, armor.
It's really loud here.
Yes, and it's really loud here. As you all, and even him yelling like that, it's still audible, but it's not carrying very far because there is just loud insects all through this area.
I would like to spot insects.
As you look around, you see not one, but 6 spots where there are at least insects that you can spot that seem to be of interest.
Ooh. I point them all out to Mage.
You get a gust, and you get a gust.
I choose you, Mage. Use Gust.
Okay. So go ahead and make me a 66. Only one of these counts towards your max resources for this hunt.
Lucky. Must have rolled really good on that reward thing.
So let's see here. So we have a 1 is a spider web.
I can make a net out of this.
You have a 2 is another honey.
Two god bugs. Nice.
Yep, 3s are bitter bugs. You get 2 bitter bugs and then 2 god bugs.
We need those god bugs.
What do I make with god bugs?
Nutrients. Which become mega nutrients, which become max potions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nutrients are easy. DC 12. I had to roll in that one to I had to roll in that one. I'd still pass.
That one's an
Two
auto
bugs.
fail, sir.
You
All
squashed them.
right.
2 god bugs. Cool.
Yep, 2 god bugs.
2 bitter bugs, a honey, and a spider web.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
Don't forget you need some blue mushrooms to go along with these god bugs on to make nutrients.
I got a few.
Well, then I'll make you some up later.
I wonder what all the bugs is about.
Well, it could be an extremely large excess of stuff they want here. Or maybe they got forced over here.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you over the giant amount of bugs.
Everything else, for the most part, I mean, there's like cicadas and there are other insects, and it's still quite loud. It's just that they're not of any value.
Telepathic link, sir. Can hear my thoughts.
I can't hear myself think.
What attracts bugs?
And this is the same thing as you
And
travel through. This is like traveling through the whole areas as you find these insects of interest.
I'll stay on the ground with everyone.
So, but you are more than welcome. Yeah, if you want to theory craft some reasonings for why there's bugs, be my guest. If you guys want to talk for a minute.
Breeding season.
Is it summertime or spring?
Thought it was in the winter, wasn't it?
We're in fall technically. We're kind of basing it off of where we are in the real world for our seasons.
Well, cicadas can do that here, but they usually come out in summer.
There's no cicada. They're not thunderbugs, right? Like there's no little sparks or anything.
And you found, I mean, you didn't see any that you saw, or you saw them. They were just way too small and not worth the effort.
So probably not as an ogre. That's probably not a reason why there's a mass gathering of bugs.
I mean, it's a wide variety, as you kind of see from your rolls. It's not specific type. It's just a large amount of insects in this area.
I wouldn't think it'd be a mating season, because if it was, it would be a specific insect. But because there's so many different ones, it feels like that would be more of an attraction quality.
Maybe.
Bug Megahopolis.
Bug topless. It's still taking a look at the tracks and bloody.
Yeah, it follows the whole way up. Is what it does.
All the blood probably helps.
This might be the easiest to track creature ever had.
When it leaves a trail of carnage.
The Arrow Dolgaron. Oh well, I suppose we head to the next area, follow tracks.
Okay, that's what you guys want to do.
Next area.
Because I'm on the ground, I'm moving at a slower pace than previously. I have actually a 5 to that stealth check because I had armor mode switched.
All right.
Stay with the group.
And I have a 27.
Okay, and then we got our survival roll.
Can I do I have one? I don't. Oh, I do. I wonder, can I make a drone substance Molotov?
You want to turn your drone substance into a Molotov cocktail?
Into a grenade, because you know how it has that effect for drone substance.
Oh, to try. I would think that would take more time than just. I mean, I guess you're just. I mean, you're just gonna stick a rag in the drone substance and light it on fire and just.
I don't know. In my head, I picture like you use it as a grenade, like a sticky grenade. It gets on somebody, and like all these thunderbugs come and start harassing them, like the Felvine version of bugs.
Yeah, I got exactly what you were saying on that.
That sounds awesome.
I mean, I guess. I don't. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't work. Just don't
It's just a
miss.
thought.
Just don't miss.
All right, thunder grenades now possible.
All
If
right.
you can weaponize Felvine, you can weaponize
Mhm.
drone substance.
So as you make your way through this area, you
Loudly,
yeah.
cautiously.
I mean, theoretically, Celtis is in keeping with a third level summon spell.
Go on.
That is true.
You mentioned a spell.
Summon whatever
Yep.
at third level.
So as you're making your way through this trail, you spend another 20 or so minutes traveling before reaching the next area. And as you do, some of the bugs kind of die off as the forest starts to give way a little bit. The canopy is not as thick as it once was, so if you felt like taking flight, you probably could about halfway through this area. Eventually,
I'll,
go ahead.
I'll stick to the ground, but keep using dodge action just in case. Got my sword and shield out.
Mm-hmm. And as you get kind of closer to the exit of the forest section of the Verdant Hills and kind of come near a cliffside, you spot the body. I'm just moving all over here. Oh,
This cliffside has many bad memories.
so many good memories. You spot the body of a pink wyvern-like creature laying on the ground. Right here, you see also claw marks along the rocks over here. Kind of it's all kind of extending about 15 to like 25 feet.
Interesting.
The pink wyvern over here though does have a blood trail leading from this spot in this direction.
I take refuge in this little bush until everybody else shows up.
Okay, as you take refuge about 10 feet up, the rest of the group arrives. You all hear him as he begins to move, as he you stand up flight, and the weight of your armor that causes the rocks to break under you, and you kind of tumble a little bit down the cliffside, making a little bit of noise. Landing, standing up, but it was like when I was like, oh god, stand.
Yep. I point to our pink friend over here. I like to verify what kind of wyvern it is.
Give me a. I mean, you guys have all fought it at some point in time. It's the basic bitch of all wyverns. You recognize as a Yankutku.
Oh.
I
Someone has slayed my fellow bird.
Might as well see if there's anything useful left on it.
So as you go over to it, Shaseth, the Kut is eviscerated to all hell. Its wings are torn and tattered. Its body is just splayed out and just cut to pieces. Its ears are gone. Its beak is destroyed. It is in horrible, just disgusting condition.
What do we
Nothing
classify
of-
a Dogoran as?
Fanged wyvern? No. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brutalist is a good term too.
I cast mending.
It is an object now.
No,
How dare you?
nothing happens.
Frankenstein's monster.
Easy.
My point there's a blood trail up to the top ridge.
Well, there's a blood trail from here to the Kutku. There is a trail of claw marks along the rock, just like cut into it like butter. From here to here. On that wall.
As I walk up to the Kutku and look around, does the blood trail continue down, or does it just stop at the Kutku?
It stops at the Cuckoo, and it pools under it. It is definitely from it, and it was dragged in that direction.
There's a lot of blood everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a look along the cliffs to see if there's any more ores real quickly.
Okay, give me an investigation check for that. An 11. That is success to find ores in the area.
And mine.
That is also a success. Go and roll me that d6. 1. You find 2 earth crystals.
I come back up. Well, at least we can give these to Jacob.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
You have any opinions on what I should spot, Gerathor?
No, I'm not fussy.
Alright, let's find more bugs then.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me a. I'm assuming we're gusting them.
I think. Mage?
I'm sorry, I was reading a spell.
Are you gonna gust for some bugs?
Yeah.
All right. Roll me a d6. 3. That would be a bitter bug.
Beta bug.
The only thing we haven't got yet is a flash bug.
Probably for the best.
So what do you guys do?
I
Up.
guess we can follow
So
the
does-
claws.
There's no blood trail at all after the evisceration.
I mean, it's to the point of where it's the creature died, and then I mean, there's a little bit of like mark. There's like there's footprints around it, but I mean, they're in grass. It eventually just wipes off and it's gone. There's no real signs. I mean, you have 2 kind of directions to go. Which way to actually go? You're not entirely sure. Yes, you guys want to try to spend some time investigating or determining stuff.
I'll investigate the area thoroughly.
I'll help him out with that.
Put my spectacles on.
All right, what are you guys trying to investigate in this case? Like, it's more. We need to be a bit more specific in this because there's.
In this case, I'm looking for where because like you're saying, there's blood that wipes off in the grass. I'm seeing where the blood is wiped off in the grass in the further direction of where someone a quadruped creature would walk.
To be more correct in this, it's around the coup itself, because I mean they killed it. They've walked around as they were eating it or whatever else they were doing to the thing, and then it's kind of in that area specifically. So over in this area.
The other question I'm going to ask here is where are they usually native to?
They're normally native to places with. I mean, the rotting veil is. I mean, it's the same kind of idea where it's places of like decay, so boneyards and stuff like that is where they're more commonly seen.
I try to remember if there's a place like that around here where we have a large number of carcasses.
Give me a history check, or nature, I guess, either one.
I'll do history.
You don't recall any in the Verdant Hills of any kind of specific graveyard. The Gotagarans themselves are kind of out of their element for the most part in this place, though it may be because they weren't finding food where they were at, so they've explored or migrated a bit. You're not entirely sure.
Well, the other thing I can think of right now is a story I heard from Old Man Orc. I talked to the tree and see if it's one of those, if it's still the talking tree.
You try talking to the tree. You get no response back.
Well, I'm out of ideas. What about you, Mage?
You could look to see which way the claws are heading are most recent.
If I look at these ones, it looks like they're going up the wall.
Do you want to give me an investigation check? Shaseth, if you want to look also, you could help him or do one yourself.
I will help him.
Actually, are you proficient with investigation?
I am not.
Okay, you cannot help him, but you can make your own roll.
I am.
Okay, Gerathor, you want to help Flight, and if Shaseth, you wanted to make a check, you could as well. We kind of doing a groupish one then, or we could just have Flight look with the advantage. Up to you guys.
+1.
Wow. And then go on Flight. Go and give me yours also as well with advantage.
That's 25.
Oh, 25. Gotcha. Okay. So as you're looking at these claw marks, they seem a little bit not as fresh, I guess would be a good way to describe it, because you can see some of the rock is kind of caved in on them. There are jagged little spots and there's like insects and stuff kind of crawling in. There's a little bit of moss, I guess, also as well that's started to grow. So these are older, is what it looks like. Probably your best guess, maybe the first markings they made in the area.
So I think they came from this direction, came across the Kutku and the Azeros. Had a bit of a scuffle. Azeros ran yonder. Kutku died here. They spent time here. Then they might have gone this way.
Most likely.
All right, gang, let's split up and search for clues.
We do have 5 people.
No, let's stay together.
Is Mini Orc Scooby Doo?
Roll,
Scrappy.
Raggy.
What Kahootie Scrappy?
If I look down this narrow passageway here, does it look like there's more footprints that way?
Give me a perception check in this case.
And I'll give you a hand on that one.
Oh. I don't think I
I
need it.
mean, 27. Yeah, you definitely needed it.
I punch you. It's like, no, that is the wrong thing.
So as you're looking about, you do see in the grass itself, there's a slight imprint, barely noticeable. Probably nobody else would have may picked up on it. It just seems like the grass has just moved in the wind a bit, as you do see some tracks leading in this direction. Just the faintest of all tracks.
I think this is the way they went.
Light-footed predators.
Well, they are doggos.
We shall go that way.
I will get a bird's eye view.
Okay. You get your bird's eye view as you travel into the next area.
Stealth,
Okay.
which is a 7. Perception, which is a 26.
Isn't there a cave this way? I wonder.
I'm 100 feet off in the air again.
Okay. So as you enter into this area, it doesn't you travel for the 5 minutes or so to make your way up this hillside, leaning towards a mountain or like a cave peak. And as you arrive in the area, you see some. Let's see, how many do you see? Where is that dice that I have to use? That's the wrong one. Here. All right. So you see a couple Kelby, a couple Bulldromes, a couple Vespoids here and there, and then along the edge with your 26 of perception, over here, you see 2 black figures, one small, one large, crouched under some trees.
Using Mini Orc with his telescopic vision.
Yep, he zooms in on it. We kind of get the camera view of the zoom in. You see, Mini Orc sees a Nergigantes with a smaller Nergigantes that's kind of like wiggling its butt back and forth right now, looking at a Kelby about 10 feet from it.
Okay, Mini Orc tells me this, and I fly back to the party.
All right, as you hear noise, and you hear the squeal of a Kelby as you fly away. Eventually, meeting up with the group about 30 seconds down the way.
Nope, nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Nope, definitely not Narakuga.
That's suspiciously specific.
Nope, definitely not a family Narakugas hunting Kelbies. No, not at all. Let's go this way. Bye.
I think we should, That's... Are you afraid of Nargacuga?
What? No, yeah, we should drop the subject and leave.
Oh, it's because they're cats and you're a bird. I get it. Anyway, let's keep going. Right, Gerathor?
Yes, let's keep going.
I must pet the cat.
Danger successfully avoided.
They're saying keep going in the exact direction you just told them not to go in.
If they're my frontliners, my danger successfully avoided. Yeah, I'm like trying to persuade you, like, guys, no, baby, don't touch, bad, no.
So, as you travel back, the other 30 seconds continuing in this way, flight hesitantly doing so, you eventually come to the opening, and as you do,
I hide under the rock, just like, nope, I'm staying here.
yeah,
Far from them.
flight, like, you see the Nergigantes and the baby-ish one. Let's see, where are my tokens? Scroll down, there they are.
Stare at my natural born enemies. fast, agile predators.
So a token here. Boop boop boop. You see the one Narcood still, because he's pointing out where they're at. You see the larger one just kind of in the trees right there, just staring in your direction. You see the young Narcood just like digging into this Kelpie that it's killed, thrashing it about a little bit here and there, and just staring. You see the tail kind of whipping back and forth from the mama.
I climb up next to Flight.
Disgusting creatures.
You want to know how to defeat them?
Rather than be, extinct.
You got a laser pointer?
Yes.
Do you?
Look, I have a light cantrip. I'm pretty sure I can focus that into a long range one.
I cantrip plus a magnifying glass. Then we can do this.
So I will respond with still yes.
Apply laser pointer to the ground near the Narkuga.
I'm gonna ramshackle up a small laser pointer and hand it off to Shaseth.
Okay.
Alright, I try to make the cat chase the laser.
Okay. Give me a. Let's go with the animal handling check with advantage.
+4 that, because I want to see it work.
So
11s.
yeah, so the one the younger one is just digging into the Kelby, as the other one's kind of like just staring at you all. You see the tail just kind of flicking back and forth and just anger and just watching you all, keeping an eye on its baby. And then you see the laser pointer and its eyes go from like squinted to like really bright. You watch the pupils dilate as it stares at it. And you watch it just like roars and it leaps out over its own child and down onto where this large, probably like it's a decent sized little like laser pointer. It leaps down and tries to grab it, and then slams down and keeps slamming down on the spot.
I lead it on a merry chase.
I watched an abject horror of how would I never figure this out.
But you're also watching as the claws like just extend outwards as it's going for this thing, as it goes, like, dives forward and like swings like towards trying to grab this damn light. Not focusing on any of you whatsoever at the moment as you have it distracted. The young one kind of like eating and like staring at its mom. Just looks at you, sees you, goes back to eating while staring at you all.
It's embarrassing the child.
I still hide behind this rock, perfectly safe away from the dark Guga with the laser pointer.
So what do you guys do? I mean, you have it distracted, but what's the plan here?
We could have a couple of things. We could have Mage try to talk to him.
It's not
Is it
a beast. I don't think so.
No?
Do you know if they're intelligent enough to know other languages?
They're flying
As well as
wyverns.
Speak with Amel.
Oh, flying wyverns? Do all flying wyverns speak the same language?
That's racist.
I can be considered a flying wyvern. I'm a flying reptile.
You're not a flying wyvern.
I could distract them so Mage and Gerathor could sneak by up to those caves back there.
I can grab at least Mage and fly him over. Oh, I can grab Gerathor now too because I have Gauntlet Soaker power.
Well, I can make him out of the way at least.
That depends. If we're fighting in the cave, then that's a flank waiting to happen.
Oh, maybe. I don't see a need to kill them though.
We can't talk to them. I've always seen Mage talk to things.
Yeah, beasts, and one exception of a apparently hyper intelligent Rathian.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we can try, but I'm gonna pre-prepare this. I told you so.
Yeah, I agree. If we're not outclassed, I don't see why we don't kablooey.
Unless you want me to try to rang shuffle up a translator somehow.
We can capture them at least. Don't have to kill them.
This also just as a description, there is just like long cliffs on the sides. It leads down to like the smaller trees that are just further down the hillside.
I'm Go ahead.
Oh, Nargatu can fly pretty well, or glide at least.
Mhm.
I'll try to lead it off the cliff.
How did your parrot die? It jumped off a cliff or a dot.
Well, it had wings.
They do have wings.
Had wings.
So you take it, you lead it to one side of the area, let the light go on the other side. It's just and it just like jumps off. The little one looks, sees you, sees its mom, and just starts running and like jumps with it, and watch the little wings like expand outwards. You guys have a moment to do something. They're not here.
Straight fly across. I don't want to be here when they come back.
Jesus.
Okay.
Run.
Climb.
Okay. Gerathor, as you enter into the cave, give me another survival roll. No distance traveled here. Okay. As you enter into the cave all together, as prepared as you can be.
I will be.
Whoever doesn't have dark vision cannot see unless you have cast light.
I'll cast light.
Okay. As you see in this area the corpses of many creatures. Kelbies, cuckoos, mosswines,
Did you think we just ran into our dead?
velociprey, just carcasses everywhere. In the center of the area is a large, beastly looking creature which I don't think any of you have ever actually seen. So you don't know what it is off the top of your head. It is, let me see if I can give you a description though.
Is it not no Dogron?
Is it not a history check?
It would be, in this case, so.
I still can't believe it's not butter.
Heart attack. So,
Revivify. I'll revive him.
to be given an idea, this creature is a huge creature. It's gigantic. It's probably about 15 or so feet wide. Probably stands at least 10 feet tall or so. If it was, standing, you can see on its back as most of the body isn't facing you. There are just claw and cut marks through the entire thing. It is a lustrous green color. Almost beetle-like in like the shine to it, like it has almost a shell but not, like an exoskeleton. There is a long tail that leads to two pincers.
Oh.
I knew it.
I do not.
I'm gonna put.
Can I see the image?
I will give you an image once you guys go and inspect and figure out what it is.
I'll have Mini Orc sneak in and take a look since he has dark vision.
I could see it from here.
Yeah, I mean everybody can see it. I mean it's not.
No, I can't see it. Is the thing. I don't have dark vision.
There's light right now from Mage, so.
I'm still gonna send Mini Orc so he can get me a not picture and bring it to me.
Okay, he gets a not picture of it from the front. It has two large frontal limbs that are just cut up and destroyed. There has two what looks to be like almost kind of like the Hermitar's like shield like claws that are completely torn off of its body, laying just a couple like 5-10 feet away from where it's at.
So it's pretty much we can assume it's dead.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll approach it then.
You approach.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Is its fucking stomach moving? Not stomach, like its chest.
See if there's any kind of movement.
Is it breathing?
You're too
Even if
far.
it's
You are
subtle.
way too far away to see that.
If I get to here, you said it was like.
Yeah, it's like on the bone pile is basically where it's at.
Just before we get too close. Is there movement of the lungs?
Give me a perception check. You can't tell. Not from that distance. You gotta get much closer.
I throw a rock at it.
The rock hits it. Nothing happens.
Nothing. It's dead.
DAD'd.
Let's go closer and inspect.
Yeah, I know. That's funny. Like just throw a rock, nothing happens. Look at it, Nah, it's dead. Like it ends there.
That's a dead image there.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, I love static.wiki.net/monsterhunter/images/b/b/b/.
It's
It didn't even give me the image. It gave me the latest 300.
Did it really?
Yeah.
it did not give me an image.
Fuck
It's
you,
stupid.
internet.
The
Oh,
good
the
hyperlink.
name is on there. You
Yeah.
can look it up. Stop
Yeah.
the screen.
Yeah, you can Google it now.
Since we were given the light cantrip, I'm gonna take a look and see if these markings and rent tears are indicative of Anadogaron.
Give me a nature or medicine check.
I will give you one of those. It'll be nature. Nope, I always don't know what Anadogaron is.
You're not sure. Your most of the guess is yes, but you really don't know.
It could have
Hey,
been those
Gerathor.
filthy Nargacugas.
Hey, Gerathor, you should see if there's anything carvable off of this. The Cuckoo was a write-off, but this
Can
thing's much
I-
bigger.
Can I give it a go?
Give me a. I would say give me a survival in nature or a medicine check to determine if you think you can get something out of this thing. You think you can get something out of this thing. Maybe not everything, but probably 2. Give me 2 survival checks. Oh. That's 1 success, 1 fail.
A 10 or a 15.
Okay. So we now have that done as you kind of look around the area. There does not seem to be no Garen in this cave. Though it does seem to be looked like something like a lair, based off of everything you see around it.
Well, we could set up a trap for him. He'll be back.
I'm okay with this.
I'm also okay with this. I'm also gonna make sure that there's like other claw marks in here that would add to make sure that this isn't a Dogoron cave and not a Nargacuga cave.
Okay, you can give me an investigation check, Flight. What are the rest of you trying to do?
Are these eggs canonically here?
No. If they were, the nest is destroyed and the eggs are just shredded to nothingness.
Okay, that's what I wanted to look at.
Do we have any traps?
I
have a
did.
shock trap.
Traps. Sure, expensive.
Do you have any trap tools on you?
No. They're expensive.
Trap tools are like 200 gold.
That's a lot.
They're 500 gold.
They're
Resist
like 200
that.
gold. That's like
You have to
200.
spend your whole life savings just to upgrade a weapon or armor.
I know we had a shock trap plus somewhere, and this is an okay time to use it.
I don't have it. Miniorg doesn't have it.
I have one.
Oh,
I
It's just a
not-
regular shock trap.
it's worth using. It's a not great DC, but it's worth a chance.
Okay.
Gerathor, roll me a d20. Okay, continue.
If
I
we
don't
put a
like
shock
that.
trap up here, we can watch this area and kind of hide in corners if need be.
You don't want to confirm a monster location before putting down a trap.
It'll be back here. I mean, otherwise we can put it on the food pile.
What do I'm gonna ask Mage specifically, since they probably have more knowledge of this. What do a Dogoron use for the main sense? Are they a smell predator? Are they a sight predator?
I would assume they'd probably be both, considering the lethality of an.
So we would need as a pungent smell that we can lure them in, like blood.
Like the raw meat I have.
Mm-hmm.
We could cook. I could set that up to smell even more enticing. Oh wait, does anyone have any mushrooms?
I have a parashroom.
I'll cook that up for us, or unless Mage wants to cook it up, and we can use that.
We can make it tainted meat.
Don't think we want to cook meat because an animal's not going to eat.
Tainted meat is the same. It's not necessarily. Is it cooked meat or is it raw meat? I think, right?
It's raw meat, I
It's
believe.
raw meat.
Yeah, so it's raw meat with the parashroom like combined together. So technically, it's still raw. With creating
raw.
another tainted meat.
I'm trying to find it.
I'm just gonna pop a reg potion.
I don't have any traps to set.
Oh, whoops, that's not correct.
Tainted meat is a DC 13 con save or be poisoned for 1 minute.
Well, poisoned or
Also
paralyzed.
Poisoned
Tainted.
and paralyzed. And it saves each turn.
But that Giganox thing where they had to succeed twice, would that work on this? If that
Poison
person
effect.
made it,
It's a poisoned effect, so I don't know.
I would say if it's the person that made it, yes. So specifically, it would have to be Shaseth that makes it.
If I had that.
If he had it.
it needs to be like a tainted meat plus or something.
I mean, drug
No
meat
time
would
at
be
present to try to
15.
make it.
Yeah, so I give the raw meat and my parashroom to, I'm guessing, Flight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty. My save's gonna be safe for everything.
Okay.
The cook utensils, it's cook utensils,
It's-
DC 12.
Yep, and either intelligence or wisdom is typically what we use. So.
I'll use intelligence since they're all the same.
18.
Poison
That is a success. You guys have some tainted meat. Gerathor. Oh no, not Gerathor. Mage. Roll me a d20.
After I give the meat, I'm gonna give it to you, and I'm gonna move to the corner.
So as soon as you finish the cooking the tainted meat or combining it to be more correct, I need everybody to make me a perception check with sound.
Everyone?
With sound, yep. So if you have anything with sound, you get an advantage on it. Otherwise, you do not.
Regular. That's 26, either way.
Flight notices nothing.
Okay, you hear
Mini orc does though.
the sound of like some like almost like a metal tool on rock coming from the south.
Metal tool.
That's kind of the similar sound, like something grating against rock.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Give me a
What
stealth.
does that sound?
Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Okay. As you come to the entrance to the cave and look down, about 15 feet down, there is an Odogaron climbing up this area from below. Behind it is another one.
30 feet. They're all aware, or you two are.
Alright. I take the tainted meat and I throw it right at the edge of the cave mouth.
Okay.
Wave to Gerathor to get over here, and I try to hide behind a wall here.
Okay. Give me a dexterity throw and let's see how accurate your throw is.
Oh no.
Ooh. Okay. Roll me a d20. Let's see if it was short or far. 20 is far. 10 or lower is short.
As long as it's in the general area, I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay. So it's short. So it ends up being like right here. Yeah, like something like right there instead. So maybe I'm assuming you're over here or something like that. Gerathor, where are you at? Because right now, currently, you are out in the open.
I could quickly run over and then just try and
There's a rock here too, as well.
Oh, I attempted stealth.
I'm actually gonna
conceal
grab
behind
Shaseth with my armor on. I'm gonna lift us both up with my fly speed, and we're gonna be near the ceiling.
Okay. Give me a stealth check with disadvantage because you are currently flying in a corner of a cave.
Flight?
I'm also silent.
Yeah, but I mean, wings flapping in a cave.
has
it's
the-
wing
he
and
has
bo-
the
wing
boost
and
of
boots are
flying.
just
Oh,
flying.
right, okay, and you're fine then. Okay, so you're up there. Go and give me you can give me a stealth check with advantage, both of you.
Yay.
Normal roll then.
17.
And that first stealth, which is the 7, was from you, Shaseth,
Yes.
but that one doesn't count anymore. A 2.
better.
So a 7 is Shaseth's, got ya. Oh no, you know what I mean. So then we have Gerathor is an 18 hiding over there. Mage, we're going to keep your 16 because technically you're still stealth. You haven't done anything to break it. Let's take a look here. Okay. So as the first one, as I'm going to reveal the token. And yes, first one steps in, climbs up, claws up. You watch the claws with the first set of claws that it has on it, just elongated red paw steps in with the other 5 just sticking between each one of between each finger. Its toe beans. Steps in and he begins, sees the tainted meat and starts walking in at it. Doesn't seem to notice you, Mage. That's as you're kind of next to the wall. Gerathor doesn't see you. Doesn't see you, Flight or Shaseth, as it steps in. Behind it, the other one steps in, sniffing and looking around, keeping an eye for anything that is strange. As it turns, as it looks in, and looks up and sees Shaseth there. Shaseth, as you kind of like, you get like that twitch, like the chill, and you kind of get like a little shiver, and your entire armor just kind of makes that like clanging noise as you move. As the other one bites into the tainted meat, let's go ahead and see if it eats it or not, or doesn't. We're gonna roll a d20. Do you guys want high or low for it to eat?
Hi.
All right, so high. So 11 to 20, it eats it. A 10 or lower, it doesn't. It eats it. So it needs to make a save as it bites into it, turns around and swallows it so no one else can eat it. And it needs to make a what save? Con save, right?
DC 13 con.
All right, con save it is. Let's unturn off the whisper toggle. 7, as it is poisoned and paralyzed.
I think it's for like a minute or something, and I can make a re-roll the save every turn.
Yep, so that one, it falls as we're going to roll for initiative. Those who are remaining hidden in this case, as Flight and Shaseth, you are not hidden, so neither is a mini orc. But
Blew
Gerathor,
my cover.
mini orc, and Mage and Gerathor, you are both stealth at the moment, so you guys will have a surprise round to act. Let me clear out this initiative before you guys roll 1 second because it's all messed up. I forgot to clear out the previous one. My bad. It's fine, Gerathor. No worries. I got you. I'll add you with that 4.7. No worries.
Sorry, it's 14.7.
Got to add the 1.
Oh, you mean that 4.7? Yeah, I got you. No worries. Why is it fucking up so bad?
Because it's a 14.7.
Yeah, 4.17. Gotcha.
I think it's more funny that it actually did roll 10 higher.
That is really funny, the exact number. So, Shaseth, you rolled a 13, which is good.
Yeah, I got it.
Flight, you rolled a 16. Cool. Mage is a 7. Everybody looks good there. Let's go. I'm going to roll these each individually for the Otogaron. So, 1. That's the poisoned one. And that is the not poisoned one. Okay, let's get some battle music going. Invasive species should have this song. And it is Flight's turn. Actually, the surprise round, so technically, Flight, you don't get to go. The first Otogaron that is currently paralyzed looks around, is no longer surprised, but definitely does not see Gerathor or Mage. Shaseth, you are currently hovering in the air, can't do nothing. The other Otogaron is no longer surprised. It's prepared for combat. It just, those two are still hidden. Mage, you are up. They have not seen you yet. What do you do?
But they will.
It auto fails any dex check.
What needs to?
If it's paralyzed, it fails a dex check if it needs to make one.
Oh,
didn't
Just
know.
toss that out there.
Oh, that's lame. So does that mean that is this a 30? No, it's a Constitution.
con saves to get out of that poison. Technically, its turn ended. Let's see if it's still paralyzed or not.
It's pretty
It
low.
is still
Wow.
paralyzed.
There's the ammo and luck going in.
Did I roll that wrong? No, I rolled it right. Okay, good.
Alright, well, let's hope I don't die. 20. What's the range of the spell? I'm gonna cash out. I'm gonna cast Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay.
I haven't really used this spell. So.
You're watching as his eyes are following you now, Mage, that you kind of come out into the open. Can't move, can't say anything, but it sees you. As does the other one.
It's like when you get surprised by an orc in Shadow of War.
Alright, so it automatically fails 30-foot line.
So I forgot to do. I didn't realize I was gonna do that right away.
Go ahead and fix
I'm
it.
changing the damage type to be cold,
Okay.
and because of that, I get to add an extra D4. Whenever I cast a cold spell, it deals an extra D4 damage.
Okay, so that would be 17 points of damage to each of them. I'll make the save on the one, because that one can actually...
It takes the damage at the start of their turn.
Oh, okay, so it's burning. So plus
Every turn.
17. So then in this case, yeah, so blah, blah. God, that's gonna fucking suck. Alright, I'll make the dex save for the other one. 14 is a fail. So they are both currently covered in acid.
Nice.
That's like 11 damage in the start of their turn.
11.
Maybe.
No, it's more than 11, 17.
They have to add the 2d4 and the 1d10 because it's constantly being. It's that boosted acid on all of them.
Ooh.
Now, how'd you change it to cold, by the way?
So the scribe spell, as long as
Yeah.
it's a wizard spell, I can change it to any other type of damage I know. Since I know Ice Knife that does cold damage, and it's a wizard spell, I can make Tasha's Caustic Brew now deal cold damage
Cool.
instead.
Interesting. It's
And
like,
then with the part is whenever I cast a spell that deals cold damage, I get to add a d4 to it.
nice. That's very cool.
You covered them in liquid nitrogen.
All right, Mage, anything else for your turn? Is that your movement and everything?
I wanted. Where was I? I think it was here. I'm gonna move back as best I can. All right, that's my turn.
All right, Gerathor, you're hidden behind a rock.
Alrighty. I still have a haste scroll on me. No, not a haste scroll, because I can't use that as a... can I use a haste scroll as a bonus action?
No.
That's alright, I think I still have... Where are they? I know I have one. Yeah, Palajuice, my last one. Just in case for these kind of situations. As a bonus action, I'm going to munch down on a Palajuice, give myself haste.
Oops.
Just need to scroll up real
Action,
quick.
or bonus action to haste yourself.
Yes. Gonna use the snail because it's hilarious. And I'm just gonna come out 10 feet.
Mhm.
And as my first couple of attacks, as I also put on haste for armor, I'm gonna use my Kinsect on the paralyzed one.
Okay.
With advantage.
Yeah, it's not
Crit.
prone, it's just paralyzed, so that works. I was trying to think if it would be prone from the paralyzed, but it's not really aided, and now it's stuck in, like, standing position. So yeah, 21 hits.
I thought paralyzed was crit.
If you're melee.
If you're melee.
Okay.
And then another hit for 1. Okay.
And hasted action, I'll use a third.
Nice.
Hey, crit. Alright, I
Alright.
am now juiced to the gills.
Alright, you are juiced to the gills. Boom. Okay, as Gerathor's turn comes to a close, unless you want to move anywhere else.
I think I will just come over this way and just get near Mage, try to help him out.
Okay. For the sake of the height of the cave, we're going to say it's 30 feet up. Because we did not clarify that before, just to give a good height. As it is now Flight's turn.
All right. Fly Shaseth over the one that is paralyzed.
Oh, you
It's
could.
gotta
Oh,
what?
20 feet away from it.
You want me to drop you off here?
You're 30 feet up, so technically you're charging if you get dropped.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm gonna drop you on top of the paralyzed.
Aerial
one.
hammer.
I guess I would have readied my action to attack if you dropped me. But
I will say effectively. I mean,
You were
Flight,
surprised in the
I would say
previous-
Flight could really free action let you go and drop you.
Oh yeah, it works out anyways because I could use my armor as a spellcasting focus. So I want to do that. I'm gonna ready to drop you because dropping you is just something I can do.
Yeah, I think reasonably it's...
And through my armor, I cast Fairy Fire below me.
Okay, the one fails it and is glowing beautifully.
It's gonna affect both of them.
Yeah, I gotta make this. I gotta make the save. Nailed it.
Nice.
Blue.
Bonus action for me. I use a dodge action, and I will drop you as soon as it's your turn.
Okay.
I feel like this will be one of those stomp battles.
And you're flying above them, correct? Just to make
Yes.
sure. All right. Let's move your
I
ass
was
above.
kind of
Directly above
anticipating that one
Gerathor.
of them would be Ebony.
Here we go.
Same.
Well, I fixed it. I made him red and blue.
Okay, here we go. Exactly. Problem solved.
If
So
they do a fusion dance, they'll turn ebony.
it is now its turn. This is the poison / paralyzed one. Its turn comes to a close. It takes damage. For Caustic Brew, go ahead and roll that damage because we're gonna see what it does. And then yeah, you're gonna want to use that macro just ready. Con save, repeat. 14. I think it was a 16 for your shit. No, 15. God damn it! It's still fuck. No, this was for.
The tainted meat is 13.
Yeah, so this one is no longer poison, which means it's no longer paralyzed. And then it takes whatever damage you roll.
I think it's this.
40. So yeah,
Sounds
it's
right.
2d4. There's a 1d4 there. I'm showing 3d4 plus 1d10.
The two from the spell, one frenzy.
Oh,
one
and then the
plus
cold, yeah.
damage.
Okay,
Crisis.
that looks right. For 16 points of cold, as it is slowly getting frostbitten. That is its turn. It's done. Shaseth, you are.
I released the lizard.
It's no longer paralyzed. And you're gonna land to a spot like adjacent to where you're at currently.
Yeah.
And it is not prone.
I prepare to send it to Horny Joe. It is glowing, so I get advantage.
You do for that reason, yes.
Bunk.
27 is a hit.
Let me just add on things. I should have bonus actioned. Oh well. There we go.
22. All right, you do 22 points of damage to it.
Okay, I land. I probably take some damage.
You fell 30 feet, but you hit a creature. Give me an acrobatics check and let's find out if you do or not.
I'm good at those.
I don't believe you.
You should.
Yes.
Okay, so you do take some damage. You fell 30 feet. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage,
Amateur.
and you fall
Doesn't-
prone, but you can stand up because you haven't used
count
any
as
of
a
your
falling
movement.
object onto Odegron.
No, it's more like he's smashed, like he's falling like next to it. He's not literally falling on top of it.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, and then I stand up.
yep, and you stand up, so you still have your 15 feet of movement.
I swing again.
Okay.
Add advantage.
Yep.
20 hit.
20 does hit.
I'll use a second level smite. Because why not?
Six, 22 again. No, 32.
Yep.
Okay.
Then I'll use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith. I mean, 2 more AC.
All right, Shield of Faith it is. Okay. As your turn comes to a close, it is the other one's turn. All right, it is going to.
That
Oh,
cold ass.
you know what? I'm gonna use its reaction on that second attack to reduce the damage with Uncanny Dodge, because I haven't had that one go yet. So 32 would be 16. So plus 16. There we go. Okay, this other one comes, leaps over his partner into this space here.
It leaps over. Does it get in my space and move out of my space because it leaped over?
Nope, because you're 30 feet up. And it's only a 10
How
foot.
dare it.
It's not really even 10 feet tall. It's gonna jump this way. and come charging towards you two.
Wait, that one was paralyzed when you hit it with your hammer?
No, it was no longer paralyzed.
okay.
Just before its turn, it succeeded on its save.
And that one takes the 13 points of acid damage. if you
It,
had
okay,
already.
13 points. I have not minus that off.
For cold.
I should have used the action before having to charge in, but I forgot to. It's too late now. No, you guys get to do that all the time. I'm running back. Calling it back. It uses an action to wipe off all the crap. It shakes.
I don't think it can. It.
You use an
Yeah, it
action to
can.
remove it.
Yeah.
So it wastes an action and took 13 points of damage. So that one is no longer covered in stuff. That's going to be its turn. Actually, it's going to move over here for protection.
Oh, that's why it makes it take the damage first.
Yes. And that is its turn. Mage, you are up.
Well, I guess let's finish that one off.
Yeah, but we're capturing him.
It's not even bloodied yet.
It will be. I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Not magic missile.
Nah. I want to save that for that one that's still decent. Pew pew.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Let me do some math. I can pull out the calculator. Do it these
Oh,
ways.
30 for the first.
13 plus 9 plus 10
Double
plus
crits.
13.
and 23.
53 points of damage.
America.
Is it bloodied?
It is bloodied. Oh,
then-
fucking fuck.
Man, I don't know.
Run away,
guess-
little girl. Run away.
I guess that's it. I'll just end my turn there. I'll move back a bit, just
All right.
in case.
Gerathor.
All right. For my hasted action, I am going quiet. I'll put in some earplugs.
Okay.
What?
Hold on, gotta mute people.
See it. Reaction on Shaseth. Let's not get back till then. Okay.
Because this one is now bloodied.
It is
I'm gonna
bloodied.
Come to here.
Okay.
Bonus action. Actually, 5, 10. Yeah, I can do this. Okay. From here, I'm gonna bonus action quick jump
Okay.
to here, cutting through it so it doesn't get an opportunity attack and
Right.
striking the blue one.
Ooh. Okay.
All right. Aerial assault. Crisis. Fell wing because it's just named that way. This could hurt.
For a tiny bit of damage. Fucking rogues, man. Fucking rogues.
My baseline is
52.
plus 13. If everything is a 1, I still have a plus 13.
You rolled max damage on the glaive attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. All right. So,
Alright,
you strike it for 52 points of damage.
second hit.
That one is also a hit, just barely. Actually, turn your reaction on that first attack and reduce that by half. Because that would be the smart thing to do.
52 is 26.
Yep. So I'm going to add 26 back to it, and then it will take 28. So I'll just minus 2.
Alrighty. And then I will back
Okay, as you...
to here.
Okay.
It just used its reaction.
Yep, I say you're fine. I can't do anything. Okay, as Gerathor's turn comes to a close, Flight, you are currently 30 feet up.
This is bloodied or slightly bloodied?
It is bloodied. Bloody just means half.
Okay. I'm gonna get in a line where I can hit this one to this one because they're in the cave outside the cave.
This one's got cover because of
Correct.
this.
Yeah, that little
Can
ledge.
I retract and try the paralysis sack? Because I completely forgot that I even exist.
Yeah, you can try.
Alright, DC 13 on a con save, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. It'll say it in there.
It doesn't matter.
It
Man,
is
you're rolling low on these
incapacitated.
saves.
All right, incapacitated, movement speed 0.
So
Wait,
is
if
there
it's
an angle I can...
incapacitated, can we free cap it?
Basically, no. You can, I mean, no, it's just it can't take actions or reactions. It can technically use bonus actions.
So it's technically
And
still...
it can't move. It's paralyzed without the crit, effectively.
From here, is there any way I can maneuver myself within the area to hit both of them with lightning bolt?
No, I specifically moved him there to try to give any kind of like real line of sight. I mean, technically, there is a little bit of space. If you went here, I would say you could hit the edge of him. I'd probably give him a bonus to his dex save just because of the wall, but otherwise, you could.
All right. Well, I'll let myself up and let loose a lightning bolt.
Okay. What does your lightning bolt look like, sir?
In the case of this, it's the Star Spangled
Obviously
Banner
a
of
pelvic
fireworks.
thrust.
It is indeed a pelvic thrust that shoots out fireworks.
All right, dex saves. They're both able to. The one is incapacitated, which I think it still can make a dex save.
Yeah, it doesn't affect its saves.
I didn't think it did.
Just can't take actions or reactions.
Why did it not roll damage?
Movement 0, which doesn't affect that. So yeah, it can still try to dodge and whatnot. So red one, blue one. Sexy as fuck.
You need to make that lightning bolt into a scroll so I can learn it.
I would say the blue one has advantage, probably. for the
Blue one
cover.
can't move. No, it would have a bonus to its save because from cover, which gives like a plus like 2 to 5 depending on what your cover is, but it still fails.
Right.
It's too low. of a roll.
Star Spangled Shot.
25 to each.
Jeez.
How's red looking?
I mean, that's the first hit since it's been bloodied.
Wow.
And I'll use my bonus action to do more dodge.
Okay. As your turn comes to a close, and you would have to land and make that shot, by the way.
Okay,
Or
well,
been
I'm
like-
on the ground anyways with an armor of 24.
Okay. Just making sure that you are aware.
Alright, making sure.
It is now its turn. I finally get to do something. It takes damage. There's no point in me wiping it off because it's just going to die anyways. So it is going to... it's going to have a long reach. Okay. It claws once at Shaseth and once at Flight. Shaseth first. A 12.
That's
And then
enough.
Flight. A 9. God fucking damn it. And then it's gonna bite Shaseth because it can. Bit you.
That's a nope.
Easy. Got you. Nailed it. You get bite. Because I said so. Your armor falls off. That's its turn.
As his armor falls off, I give him another shield.
Shaseth, you are up.
I will bonk it.
Yeah, it's about to die. I want to try to catch it.
I will bonk it once.
One bonk.
One bonk. At advantage.
Mhm.
Don't crit.
Non-lethal bonk.
Be crit, be crit.
29. Close to a crit.
Almost.
Do you crit on a 19, sir?
I do not.
Ah.
Hammer.
Okay.
Just a great
Ah.
save.
Regular damage.
18 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, so you strike at it, knocking it to its side. It's wiggling back and forth. A bunch of its claws break off. You're like, no, that's what we need you for.
Does it? How bad does it look?
I mean, you're going to give a check to get exact.
I'll leave that to somebody else. I will move down and try to squeeze through here.
Yeah, to determine if it's capturable, you'll need to make a check to do so. It would be a nature check. And otherwise, there are materials that actually specifically tell you when a creature is. Always. So it's Shaseth's turn. So you're moving forward. You said to make another attack, or
I was going to try to squeeze through the gap here.
you can squeeze between Gerathor and him to get towards the other one. Yeah, there's enough room.
I will leave it alone, let it get an attack opportunity, and bonk the other one.
Oh, I forgot to use its reaction. I guess it's not using its reaction. It's gonna make an attack of opportunity against you. It's gonna claw at you. Ah ha ha!
Alright, bonk the blue
I was
one.
gonna say, isn't it technically still in its range?
I would bite it. You're right, but I'm not. You're right. So ignore that anyways. Then, 17 is a hit.
Right, I'm hitting the blue one.
Correct.
I will put a third level smite on it, because why not?
Already used its reaction, so I can't use it again.
There you go.
All right. It is now looking bloodied as well.
That is the end of my turn.
All right. Now it's its turn. It's gonna claw at both of you. First at Shaseth, and then at Gerathor. There we go. Finally, something hit. It's a miracle.
Yep.
All right. You take
Does that hit?
just hits. As Gerathor, you take. He normally has 18. 13 points of slashing damage, and make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Not advantage, so that's a 16.
16. Yep, that is a success. You do not begin. Your wound closes. And then it's gonna bite at Shaseth because it's who's in range. 19.
That's a fail.
All right, that is the end of their turn. As Mage, you are up.
We just stare down a dog. It's not a cat, so I'm fine.
Blue one has just got bloodied. Red one's probably low. I don't know how low.
Oh, that's a question. I don't know if someone's asked it before.
Mm-hmm.
Is the sleep spell count as a trank bomb?
No.
Yeah, I tried to do that early on.
Trank
with
is a
Wolfman Orc.
special status that counts as Trank.
Yep.
It's a long-term sleep.
So what happens if you were to put something to sleep?
And then throw trank
Just-
bombs at it. It would
Yeah.
that would
Same
work.
thing.
And you would be able to put it to you would then just trank it to like twice, roll the things in, and as long as you hit over the HP, you're good.
Maybe consider auto crit.
It'd be auto successes. Yeah, I mean technically it would be auto successes on the rolls.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that spell.
I have one
Guess
that
I'll-
doubles the amount of like sleep hit points when you roll it or something like that on one creature. I can't remember who though.
I'm gonna shoot Eldritch Blast 4 times. I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points to make it a bonus action.
Okay. Which ones are you
I'm gonna
aiming
shoot
each at?
The blue one.
Okay.
All of them.
Just don't crit 4 times.
Crit, 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 crit.
Is that advantage?
There's
Why is it
one
auto
crit.
rolling?
I think we'll roll 20 updates. Something you have to turn it back off. So that's one crit. Let's just do quick maths here. 14 plus 13 plus 6 plus 12 plus 18. 63 points of damage.
Doesn't want to have one of those.
You can only one of them.
It could. I guess it will half the one. No, because you guys hit fucking harder on like single attacks. That was a lot of like, I mean, still good damage, but just not all at once. So it is not going to. It's smart enough for that.
Each one knocks him back 10 feet. So if he falls off that cliff,
Depending on the position you're at, it would not fall off. It might slip a little bit for a brief second, but he does not fall off.
Does it push it back 10 feet for every one of them that get hit?
yeah,
I mean, he gets pushed to here, and there's just like trees and stuff. There's nothing to push him back further.
just being slammed against the tree. And that's pretty much it.
The tree topples over after all 4 hits. All right. Gerathor, you are up.
Alright. I will bonus action regular vault and just
Yep.
basically leap and then slide fall. First hit. I'm gonna use my hasted action for it.
Remember, we're trying to cap them.
I'm just gonna turn that back on real quick. You said bloodied, but it did nothing since.
No, it's been hit by. It was hit by Shaseth.
And then it was
But
also
you didn't say it's
lightning
looking
bolted by
like
me.
And it was.
Heard you.
Well, they asked if it could be captured. I told him you guys to make a check to really confirm. I mean, it's bloodied, it's messed up, but you don't know specifically how much.
My skills were too low, which is why I chose to attack the other one instead.
Okay. I guess can I just go for this one instead? I think it probably is healthier.
He can't hear us.
All right, he can't hear
Actually,
you guys, can
I
he?
genuinely don't know.
They were trying to talk to you, and you couldn't hear him talk to you. That makes it better.
Yeah, no, the only
Um,
person I can hear is.
Nope. You're not. You gotta be within 30 feet. you go.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can attack that one as well if you want. That one was hit by a lightning bolt and by just 4 eldritch blasts just now.
But you said, oh no, you said it was bloodied
When you hit it.
I want to hit it because I never get a chance to hit this hard.
I'm cool with it. I don't mind. It's not going to
Fuck it, I'm
stop
hitting
me.
the red.
All right, hitting the red. All right, 26 and 15. Just barely hits. 41. It's going to use its reaction to reduce that by half. All right, as you strike into it. This one, it was just getting back up. It gets knocked over once again. It's writhing in pain.
All right, and then I'm gonna step out of its range, and for my first attack action, I'm gonna throw a trank bomb at it.
Okay. $22 hits.
What is it?
5d8. Yep.
Almost a crit.
For 33. Wow. It had 32 HP left.
Nailed
Nice.
Perfect.
So, yeah, you Good thing it's still covered in caustic acid that's going to slowly kill it.
That's right. I can stop focusing at any time, even not on my turn, which is great.
Can you? Is that how that works? Gotta look it up now.
It's concentration.
Oh, interesting. Use action to scrape or wash off the acid. That's such a weird spell. It just vanishes. Like you can wipe it away, but you have to also concentrate on it. That's fun. Okay. So yeah, when you can stop. By the way, you can stop concentrating on it whenever you want. Like even during Gerathor's turn, you can, like it's gone.
Yeah. So right there, it's like there's no reason to concentrate on it.
You let it go.
Because I have a million movement, I'm gonna come over here and use my second attack action and bonk it.
Okay. That hits. It's gonna use. No, it's not. All right.
And that's minimum damage on my spear.
20.
Imagine a horny kale.
Okay, you strike into it, leaving it in pain. It falls over, almost tumbling down the side, and it's staying up. It's looking pretty rough. As it is now Flight's turn.
Look with your special eyes.
So you said it's almost fallen over.
And it did fall over, and then it stood back up. It's looking rough, but if you want to determine how rough, give me a nature check.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to come right up to its face. I flew up here.
How are you doing? Did you like grab its face and like move it around and stuff?
I have Gauntlet Sigma Power right now. I probably could do that. It just like suddenly show a strength, like who's top dog now.
Give me a nature check.
Would be medicine?
What's that?
It's not medicine?
Medicine works fine. I'm good with that too. Either one.
Good, because I'm going to roll nature anyways. It's higher.
18. It is definitely looking at the wounds it has, how exhausted its breathing is. It is definitely well into the capture range.
I point at Gerathor. And then I point at the other Dogaron. And then I point at that one.
You have to repeat it for him.
I just point.
Oh, so Flight points to you, Gerathor, and then points at the Odogaron in front of you, and it points to the one behind you. And then points back to this one.
I point at my spear.
I shake my head.
And then
no.
I point at the trank bomb.
He shakes his he points at this. When you point the spear, he shakes his head no. And then you point the drink bomb, and he shakes his head yes.
My finger, like, kind of moves back to the spear. And then in defeat, I hold the trank bomb and prepare to use it.
That's when the Odogaron pulls away from you, Flight. All right, that's your action. Anything else for your turn?
Oh no, that was it. I'm flying right in front of it. So
Okay.
I did bonus check it to dodge action. with
That
bonus
one's
action.
a snoozing. Shaseth. Even if anybody else captures it, like if they have their own trank bomb, you'll still get the extra reward from Gerathor's effect.
I do not have a trank bomb. So instead, I'll try to hold it in place.
Okay. Trying to grapple it.
Athletics, I think.
Yep, posed athletics. Or acrobatics. I'm going to athletics. Yeah! Woo! Get
Oh.
fucked. I succeeded on something, guys.
For my
I
second
did
attack,
it.
I will attempt to grapple it.
Okay.
Do it again.
You
Haha.
cheating son of a bitch.
That's my turn.
Okay. Shaseth, as your turn ends, it is its turn. It disengages and tries to run away. It leaps down the
Movement
side.
speed is 0 because grappled.
Fuck, it is grappled. I forgot it was grappled. All right, I lied. It claws at people. It's going to claw at Gerathor and Shaseth. It's going to bite it Flight. It's going to do something before the end of this. So, Gerathor.
You could technically try and break the grapple and then just run. These things are quick, aren't they?
Yeah, but it's not. It's smart enough to know that it wouldn't be able to get away from you guys.
It watched
Shaseth,
how
a
far that I
19.
ran.
That's
DC,
miss.
Armor is 20.
Yeah, I crit Flight.
Well, that's annoying.
Now
but,
you're grappled.
Hold on.
You
hold
are
on, hold on.
grappled.
You forgot I have dodge action because bonus action dodge.
It's a crit.
Is it,
Yeah,
it
but it's
is
11
a
because I
bonus
dodged.
action. You son of a bitch.
Grapple chain.
Ah.
He's taking flight with him.
Yeah, as long as he's
He's trying
flying,
to.
he can dodge. So close. I almost grappled you.
I stick a shield in his mouth. No.
That is the end of its turn, sadly, as it's now Mage's turn.
You thought you can get me.
Guess I'll just start whistling.
Hands
There's not much I can do.
in pockets, kicking up the dirt, knocking a Kelby bone over. Gareth.
Yeah,
Oh, go
that's
ahead.
it.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Gerathor.
He died.
I'm just gonna walk out of its range.
It's going to claw at you. Yeah, it hits.
It hits.
Make me a con save. You take 9 slashing damage.
This is the first time a claw has hit.
It's the second time. Gerathor,
bugs.
you are not bleeding.
I chuck up my pitching mitt. I grab my first strength bomb.
Son of
You
a.
can make a con save, don't you?
He did.
Concentration.
He did. Oh yeah, con save for your haste. That's true. You're good. I mean, it wasn't really that surprising, but you know. All right, a 15. That's a miss.
Does he have advantage because he's going red, white, and blue?
I mean, 15 is
That was
the
with
advantage.
advantage, yeah.
A 21 is a hit, though.
28.
Turn everything else
That's
off.
the exact amount it had left.
Nice.
As the Odogaron falls asleep and tumbles down the side of the cliff and dies. Not
grab
really.
it with our superior strength.
He's already grappled currently, so it works out fine. As you successfully hunt down the 2 Odogarons that only got to hit like twice, those poor little dudes, and
God.
they fall asleep.
All right, blood and crypt.
The
Let's go
ability
home.
to get to maximum power in one go is pretty good.
Get to what? Oh, to your all 3 essences?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you gave me the thing, which is a +2 to hit instead of a +1 on the standard because it's stronger.
Right.
And then I get a +2 to damage. So I get a +2 to damage from the weapon, +2 to damage from being a dragoon,
Mm-hmm.
+5 from having 20 strength, and then +4 from the essences.
Right, because of the
So
double. It doubles.
Minimum of +13.
Now imagine getting an actual insect glaive up and you can control what's inside of it.
I mean, I would probably just. I'm really tempted to put this up 1 because then it goes to legendary status. So it goes +3, and then I think the other things go up to like. I think it's a potential like +8.
You get the
Plus
very
7.
rare effects of you'll get, so it'll be a very rare one with legendary bonuses, but your skills from the creatures, like your Kinsect, would be a very rare Kinsect.
I want to drag the
Really?
Yeah.
unconscious
I
Dogoron,
thought
pile
the
him up in
Kinsect
here.
and the glaive. That maybe
Does it
shoots
unlock
down
another
the choice.
slot or just?
That's
The relics were designed to be good when you get them, but not good to last.
I'll have to have a look at.
It's a great capture one, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So you guys get 8 times materials from the Garons.
And we have 4 rerolls of whatever.
Oh, I also have this. It's a weak one, but let me roll a d20.
All right, so what do you guys want to roll for first? The Shogun, the Celtis, the Odo?
Oh, we can roll for Shogun.
Yeah, we haven't rolled a Shogun yet.
I need to unmute people. Hold on.
Yeah, 10 to unmute people. All right, Shogun is what everybody voted on first.
We never
Hey,
rolled- we never
Gerathor,
carved
how you
the,
doing?
Carved for what?
Carve the Celtics Queen.
No, it was carved. You got 2 carves. 1 success, 1 fail.
Oh, right.
So Shogun is 3 carves, so 3 successes. Who wants to roll 1?
I got 1.
Just 1. Who's rolling the other one?
I'm rolling bad. I've been rolling bad all day when it comes to 20s. Not all day, but carved 20s anyway.
Oh, you're
I'll
rolling your
roll.
luck, right? All right, then wait for the last one. 6. So a 6 on a carve is a crab pearl, which I might have changed the price on that one. I'll take a look.
Shiny
Lost-
object bird is okay.
Show. There's a couple I adjusted prices on. Shogun, there you are. Nope, crab pearl is still worth 75 gold pieces. So you get a crab pearl. You get an 11, which is a monster tough bone.
Nice.
And then you get a 14. which is actually the one up.
A leg.
Yep, the leg. Resistance to cold or critical eye.
Not bad.
Like how a leg gives critical eye.
Sharp.
Makes perfect sense.
Critical leg.
All right, let's go and go to the next creature. We have the Celtis Queen. There's only one roll on that. Who wants to roll it?
Get,
I have a reroll. So
get like
I
a
want
12
to.
or something. We need that Pectus.
You get the Celtis Queen shell for the fail.
It's
I
cute.
didn't roll anything yet.
That's just from
okay.
that's just from the fail.
Oh. Ooh, Gunlance.
And yours is a 6, you said? Is that what yours? No.
No, I didn't roll anything yet.
All right, so who's rolling for it?
I'll roll for it. I'll roll. So because I get a reroll, do I roll first, figure out what I get, and then reroll if I don't like it?
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
can decide afterward.
1d20. Yeah.
Celtis Queen Extract, which is a rare weapon or armor upgrade.
Oh, I'm so close.
To 15.
I will be at, I think, 9 now.
That's pretty close.
Oh yeah, we need 15.
What are the other options?
Celtis Queen has the hero shield item that I like. I wanted to try to get it for heavy.
Pectus.
Unfortunately, I think this 20 is just too good to pass up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
often
I'm
they come
not
across CR2 though?
heavy now, but eventually.
Just Vest Blades.
All right.
You guys run into
Time
CR2
for-
stuff still. Time for the Garen. That's Fang Beast, Fang Wyverns. Auto Garen. Okay, so everybody can roll 2.
I'll roll mine right now.
8 and 2.
See what I get for quick.
Net 20.
So a Sinew for you, Flight. And then a... What was it? Fuck, I lost it. 8. And 8 is a scale.
Oil of Sharpness isn't bad.
Wait, with that food item, does only one of us get to reroll?
No,
or we
each
get
one of you. Goes to each person. So in this
Can I
case,
reroll
Flight...
that 5?
Well, yeah, if you already want to. 5 is a scale, though, which is that oil of sharpness. It's up to you. But for the moment, let's ask Flight first. So, Flight, do you want to re-roll your Sinew or your scale?
I want to re-roll this Sinew because I think someone else can have better use for this.
Go ahead and make a roll.
Hey.
20. Okay, so we have a Odo Garen gem.
2 of those apparently.
So we have 2 Odo Garen gems.
I see no reason not to put this in something. Too good not to use.
2 gems. You have the Sinew, or not Sinew, the scale. So then we're gonna go to the next person, which was Shaseth. I only see, oh yeah, so 20 and a 3. So you have also the same thing, a Sinew and a gem.
I'll reroll a Sinew.
Go for it.
Another gem.
Oh my god.
The 3 melee fighters. All right, everyone, just bleed them to death.
Man,
We don't.
Bleeding
That's
is
not,
good.
we don't want that though. We want the nourishing extract.
which is, it's a 15 to 17.
Oh.
And 20 is not listed.
No, it's over on the other
Oh,
side.
I see.
Okay, and next one then I guess is going to be Mage, which is you wanted to
I'm gonna
reroll your
reroll
5?
I'm gonna reroll the 19 because the 19 is another gem.
You okay? Reroll.
We have so many gems.
15. There you go. Got 1 nourishing extract.
Nice.
So a nourishing extract and a scale. So that's your second scale. And then a nourishing 1. And then Gerathor, a 4 and an 18. 18 is an Odo Garen plate, which is a negate bleed.
Sinew.
Go ahead and reroll. A 9 is a claw, which
Scale.
Scale.
it is a scale. My bad. I can't do math.
Oh no. We
No, but it's too late.
went to
It's
magic
too late.
first.
I've been corrected. You add another scale.
No.
So 3 scales, a nourishing, 2 gems. Other things I forgot that I told you each of you had, so you should hopefully remember it. And that is all the materials. So you guys can figure out who gets what, since you know it's a group at this point. It's not as big of a deal on separating exactly at this very moment. Well, let's figure out some experiences. You guys return back to town at the with about a day's hunt.
So 2 gems, 3 scales, and a plate.
From the Juggernaut.
2 gems, 3 scales, a nourishing, yeah, and a plate. That's what we're missing. Let's see. You guys help the Azeros, so let's give you some experience for helping the little dude.
You probably have 1 more, I think. That's 7. What's the last thing?
I think there might have been a sinew. Plate,
We roll all the sinews.
Yeah, because Gerathor
Plate.
rerolled the.
scale, gem.
It's 2 scales.
3 scales.
3 scales?
3 scales, 2 gems, a plate, extract.
It might have been a 4th scale.
Alright.
I have a sinew, right? You guys got the sinew,
That's it. You got 1 sinew. I was right.
and you got the
Okay. Let's figure out finishing out this experience for the creatures and whatnot.
All right. Do I need to make all these oils sharpnesses?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right. Let me just re-roll that already. Is just an alchemist tool? Okay.
I forgot to use my mighty weapon. Oh well,
I don't think it really was needed.
probably not.
How dare
1
you?
pass,
Oh,
2 pass, 3 pass.
That's all of them.
that's it.
Oh, well, I passed the 4th one anyways.
Aha! That didn't exist.
I made one out of non-existence, and it phased out into non-existence.
Gerathor, you want to take 2? I'll take 1.
Yeah.
Shogun, I have to give you experience for. That's what I'm missing.
Am I good to take
We also
the
didn't
extract from the
kill
tough
the
bone?
Nergigantes. We treated them like cats.
You each get 5,100 experience.
I don't really care about the monster tough bone. Once you get yours up to very rare, I can start worrying about other melee combatant and worry about mine. 5,100.
Yep. Gerathor just put you guys are experienced at, and you guys got 875 gold pieces each. And I think that is everything. So, for those watching today, thank you for sticking around, hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed today's session. It was a little, shopping adventure at the start with downtimes, and then going into a hunt was cool to see. You guys will have 2 days of downtime left when you return to the town, and we'll see what happens from there. Otherwise, I will be back for Group B, aka Team Meizutsume, at 2 p.m., so about an hour and 45 minutes from now, to see how their hunt. They're actually about to fight the Namiel at the start of their hunt or session today, so we'll see how that goes and see where they go from there. So come back then, and if not, I'll see you next time.
See you.